mic issue, okay. So they're joking about whether or not they want to listen to X-Tabs or not. So we'll get that one resolved and get into the action ready to go.
There we are.
No, don't trust that, Jason.
Don't trust it?
I'm not.
I'm trusting this one.
Until this pistol round starts.
I'm trusting it, Dinko.
Okay, half funds are going in chat. Okay,
Yeah.
seems to be fakes.
Here we are.
All right.
G2 taking on Vitality.
Yes, here we go. Semifinals on the line. Quarterfinals for the losers. G2 versus Vitality, and we're finally ready to go here on Mirage. CT side start for Team Vitality. T side start here for G2. We'll see what Hunter decides to do with all that utility. He's got a smoke and a Molotov, and we're going to see ZywOo drop down into the underpass. Now, Vitality didn't have a great game as a team yesterday, but ZywOo was still ZywOo. So it's Flames to get the start. ZywOo looking for the follow-up, and of course, he's got a kill. Apex has come through there and nipped one away as well, and this pistol round has started very strong for
well,
Team Vitality.
I guess the question we haven't really asked yet is maybe after the performance yesterday, is this the one where Vitality come in and just take out all their anger and frustration on G2? Lovely shot from Flames at a start, and then obviously the Apex ZywOo aggression.
Well, I was excited to see what Hunter was going to do with the utility, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Once you've lost everybody that early into the round, it's your plan A's out the window, plan B's out the window, and you really don't have a plan anymore.
No, there is no plan. You're just like, I'm going to just keep moving forward and see what happens, and we'll take it. We'll take it every step of the way.
Off he goes through the underpass here, Hunter. And dead. Okay, that wasn't really competitive whatsoever. So Vitality finding everything they could possibly want. Pistol round goes smoothly. No bomb plant, of course, coming in here for G2 even, so no force buy in the next round. You'd imagine it's going to be a full eco, allowing Vitality a 2-0 lead. Nice clean shot.
What a brutal way to start the round as well. Or start the series, I should say. Apex and ZywOo combining also. Lovely aggressive setup, and part of the reason why it's so strong is because Flames hits that incredible shot, right? If he doesn't hit that, if that's an extended fighter, if he goes down, Apex has to give up that angle with ZywOo, and then all of a sudden things get weaker. See there, the people on Poly Markets saying there's 20% chance, I believe so.
Okay.
The G2 take this win? Not a lot of faith.
Not a lot of faith.
Not a lot of faith at all.
Pretty reasonable, to be honest, you'd imagine, with just how things have been going lately in the Counter-Strike world. Vitality hanging out, definitely going to win this round. G2 are just chilling, making a little formation, a stack of players in the corner. The good thing about this event is I feel like this is a game I would be excited to see if it's close and G2 lost this game, but also so that we could get a better improved version in the playoffs, like in a final.
Okay.
That could be a cool storyline, you know, like a grand final, G2 versus Vitality. I think that'd be fun. Na'Vi, another team that honestly got through phase yesterday.
They're in the similar boat to like G2 where it's like you want to believe that they can compete with Vitality, you just need to see it.
Yeah.
By the way, while we're on the topic, and just because we got Glocks in play, that quote from Alexi I felt was pretty wild last night. Did you see that? He came out and he said like any trophy you lift without beating Vitality like feels like it's like not deserved. I'm paraphrasing, so maybe you want to check that one. I was like, yeah, I don't think any trophy without beating Vitality would be deserved. That's a crazy thing for a player to say in my mind.
Especially since you won the trophy without Vitality there.
I know. What are you going to do if you win the trophy here? You're going to get on stage and be like, well, we didn't really deserve it. You know, like, I mean, I understand the sentiment underneath it all. It just seemed a bit crazy when I read it. Anyways, round 3. Vitality is up 2-0. AK is out for the G2 attack. A few pieces of utility missing, so they're going to go Spartan. It's going to be an A exec. They probably only have one round of utility, so they need to get in and get in fast.
Running out in towards the site there's Flames taking the first couple of kills, and they're all dead instantly. Trying to run out towards the A site. Flames is just unleashed, trying to just kill everybody as he runs up towards the top of the wood. Now Hunter going over the top of Stair Smoke. He doesn't come away with a trade kill at all. So it's still that 4v2 that Flames set up.
Yeah, he pretty much ended this round just as it began. Your anchor gets a triple kill at the bomb site. Hunter brought down to 2 health, so the bomb does get planted, but you've got no chance whatsoever of winning this. And poor Heavy God, gotta be aggressive. ZywOo's not even gonna let him breathe.
No, not at all. Not allowed to get comfortable whatsoever. So first call for G2 gets absolutely melted. We heard Hooksy sort of in that short listen-in yesterday when they were playing against G2. He said they're not that type of team in terms of, you know, if they're throwing smokes and flashes towards one side of the map, that's where they're going. It feels like it's pretty well telegraphed. Now, obviously, Astralis didn't handle G2 at all yesterday. It was still, even if you knew when they were coming.
So take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Even if you knew where they were coming, couldn't really stop them from shooting you in the face. But Vitality will be able to shoot you in the face. So if there is something to that, and Hooksy's idea about G2 is correct, and Vitality feel that same way, then I would be intrigued to see how Vitality set up and handle G2 today. And,
well,
and really test Hunter's in-game leadership.
They're handling them quite easily at the moment. There's one kill so far for G2. It's on Heavy God. Everyone else is on the goose egg. A lot of that has been Flames when he's been so successful in his opening engagements. Triple kill on the defense of the A-bomb site as the anchor, the one tap, one kill on the pistol round up towards top mid. You're just taking players out of action before they can ever react. More mid-centric defense this time with the lean. Flames is going to back up to the A-bomb site. ZywOo and Apex working together with Rops.
ZywOo waiting top of the connector. There's Apex. The opening. Heavy God to trade out onto ZywOo, but Flames is coming in locked in today. Handling all the A pressure easily. He's got his teammates coming over as well to alleviate those bullets being sent towards him. Apex has just snapped out towards Sandwich. It inerts to fall away. And a 4-0 lead for Vitality. And it's the way they've gotten to 4 feels so easy.
Well, you know, it's probably the most impressive thing. The thing I enjoyed the most about watching Flames in these first 4 rounds is that round he just played. And it's not even the kills. It's not even the shooting and the great shots he's had. It's when he knows there's a Deagle over in Cubby and he's just like parked behind the box because he knows Apex has the cross. There's no reason for him to take this fight. Yeah, 9 out of 10 times he probably wins. But why lose the money? Why risk anything happening? And I like seeing that play because, I mean, it seems so small and insignificant to a degree, but the mentality it suggests for Vitality is we're just not giving you anything. You're going to have to take everything that you want. You actually have to come earn it because we're not going to make the mistakes that let you back into these scenarios. Right here, watch this. Peeking off contact from Apex, hiding. He can swing for the Deagle. He could swing and try and win that fight if he wanted. Just waiting for contact. Oh, he hit. I'm going to go back into the box. It's perfect work from Flames.
ZywOo up into the apartments. We got Nert stepping up towards ZywOo's scope. ZywOo readying himself for the fight that's coming his way. Double scopes up now to get a clear view. There's a quick reaction. That's Nert's gone. Opening frag falls in favor of Vitality, and ZywOo is going to fall away.
It's getting worse. Now it's going to start pushing up short. They've got some room to work with in middle. No one's aggressive on catwalk, so no kind of crossfire they'd have to work with. Vitality happy to play containment and happy to trust in ZywOo's op back at bench to cover catwalk. Information now for Flames as well. Pretty deep on A ramp, calling it clear, seeing no presence, hearing no noise whatsoever. Vitality might be a little bit nervous playing blind at the moment, but obviously the 5-on-4 gives them the advantage. We reconvene to the B bomb site. Still, Flames hasn't pushed any further. So not enough information to secure any kind of a mass rotation, but Mezzi is going to spin real quick as soon as utility comes out from the G2 side.
Well, ZywOo just destroyed him, though. That's the question. Heavy God dead first. We've seen ZywOo yesterday in this spot not really put himself in harm's way at any point. Very comfortable in this position, especially with Apex removing the short threat. ZywOo, doesn't take the shot, and then Hunter makes the most of that mistake by taking ZywOo and Mezzi both down. So 3v2, you know Apex is still around somewhere. But where are you going to find him? And Hunter does collect him. Apex is down, and all of a sudden it's just Flames coming out of the apartments. Hunter has dragged his team into this round. And Flames could still unravel it in favor of Vitality. There's the first. Surprise is down, and Flames is just on another level right now. He made that look so easy.
Man, that's got to be heartbreaking for G2. Such an incredible turnaround just to have your heart ripped out of your chest by Flames.
Dude, it's just so easy for him.
Yeah, what a game he's having so far. First 5 rounds have been all Flames.
Yeah, first kill towards bench is so quick. This is the reaction. The decision just to snap back to Hunter before he can really even have a chance at taking them down, but great round from Hunter. So unfortunate to not get anything from it. But yeah, great work from Flames there. G2 have got to feel like they just can't catch a break.
Well, this is when you start getting the feeling that everything's going against you. And you know what? We talked a lot yesterday in the G2 Astralis series, how it felt like everything was going right for G2. Now you're not getting any of that benefit. Great opening provided by Sunpius. Rob's a little slow on the jump across.
Good to get out there for Sunpius. Can they work with his 5v4 now for G2? It's been tough to get these openings.
Been tough to get the opening, so it means you got to capitalize on it, especially at a 0-5 scoreline, especially after losing the previous round the way you did in a 2-on-1. Now a 5-on-3. G2 in the pole position here in round 6, and they're going to get even further ahead.
Apex behind the fit. Oh my goodness, he wins that engagement. He's out fighting again in middle, and Apex has taken 2. And he's still in the same spot. He knows he's got another player pinned behind that wall, so he's going to jump out, check the underpass. Apex is so locked in on the fight, and eventually Sunpius will win it. So ZywOo put into a really tough spot now with Hunter coming out of the apartments.
He's been hurt as well.
Should be no way. Oh my god, there is a way. In fact, all those bullets miss. Very luckily, Heavy God was around, so the trade comes through on ZywOo immediately.
Happens to the best of us.
It does.
We've all been there.
And at least, you know, Hunter had a great round in the previous.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
That's just the bad one.
Well, here's the opening from Sunpius. He's also the one who puts down Apex, preventing Apex from clawing this round back for Vitality. Wouldn't have been able to survive that one if it ended up that way.
I love that Apex is realizing that situation. They're like, we're still down and out in this round.
Yes,
Let's
I
just
need
fight,
to fight.
just fight. And
Yep.
he was winning them.
Oh. Already been a frustrating game, and Apex is going to make it even worse.
Yeah, Robs dead first in the last round, and it's into the underpass this time. That's Hunter trying to duel. He actually took a dink on board, so he's left on 15 HP.
So he'll have to play a little bit passive. It's going to be up to the other three, Heavy God, Nertz, and Sunpius to create something. Nertz, the newest addition to this roster. A lot of excitement about him joining the team after a rough stretch in Team Liquid. They've spoke all positive about him, and
got to see that yesterday, didn't we?
yeah, and it's all like, it's the conversation that Hunter's having is like, this feels like when Nico joined G2 and joined me, and like how much fun and how happy and excited we were, how motivated we were. It's the same kind of vibe going on in G2 right now with Nertz reuniting with Saw as a coach, and obviously Heavy God, a close friend of his as well. Surprising seeing him on the 0-6 though.
Yeah, really slow start. Nertz stepping up to the fight now though, and make it 0-7. Got Flame stepping into the next fight. Sunpius at least winning that one. Heavy God's got his way under the wood, but they know he's there. So ZywOo going for the wall bank.
Look at the HP on the other two players though. Hunter at 15, Sunpius on 25. How do you get in? Hunter starting his lurk in middle now.
And Mezzi on the flank too. Round the back. Apex taking pressure away. Attention drawn towards him. Frees up Mezzi to make his way through the ramp. And then Rops is there for the kill on Hunter. Comfortable round victory here for Vitality again after their first round loss. And no bomb plant means no extra cash, which results in G2 in a really tough spot economically. Again, you can't afford a good buy coming out here. The best you can hope for are Tech 9s and some Kevlar.
I think when the guns come back out, I think you have to just do a bomb site execute. I think it's time to just hit the A bomb site, throw the utility, just get in, try and trade Flames out, try and trade whoever's there out. This kind of spread out default, trying to take mid control, they're having the same issues that Foot had in Mirage in the previous series, where G2 only have the one opening kill on Sunpius just a couple rounds back.
Yeah, direct hits towards the sites though are tough because Flames is on an absolute heater, and the times you try to go towards A, he's got a multi-kill and the rotations come in. And then you go to the B-bomb site. ZywOo's here with Mezzi and Robs now. So this is going to be a very tough round if G2 stay committed to this B idea.
Yeah, but you need to avoid, when you're spreading out in these defaults at the moment, the way Vitality's winning this game is by just playing nothing special, having strong openings, finding an advantage in the first 30 seconds, and then saying, we have such an advantage that we will just back off and play mistake-free Counter-Strike, and you guys can't do anything anymore. And especially for Hunter as an IGL, probably at some point feels like, I'd like to call a mid-round in a 5-on-5, please. Or a 5-on-4.
No, not really the weapons for the job in this round. Saving money for their buy in the next. Well, at least having some upgraded pistols to try and be potent enough. As they head towards this B bomb site, Mezzi is lying in wait with the AK.
Mentioned Nertz is 0-7. He's got 4.8 ADR so far in these 7 rounds of play. He has not found any fight to be comfortable in.
Heavy guard, a good start. 5v4, short-lived though. Rops nearly getting a triple kill. Will be taken down by the Tech 9 of Hunter. That's a weapon picked up, a spoil of war to play with for Mattis.
This flank is so fast.
Yeah, but Apex is already in the apartments and no eyes are looking towards him whatsoever. Even less now with the distraction of Flames drawing attention. Apex has got the kill on Heavy guard, and then the second quick snap over towards Mattis. Cleaning up Apex, very quick to come through the apartments.
They're so confident, there's no stress, and they know that they're just controlling the map in every aspect of this game. So yeah, you're starting to see them, you know, that ego kind of like healthily making them push, making them make some plays, making moves, and G2 still struggling to contain it. And now the moves are just getting harder because Vitality's willing to take way more risks, way harder to read the situation. 7-1. Well, this game is not going at all the way that I thought it was going to go.
Not at all.
Or want it to go, for that matter.
Well, I think G2 are feeling the same way. Yeah, they're down to the final timeout now. It's a really tough start to this game. Obviously, a few of the individuals just haven't got going. It seems like everyone in Vitality has turned up today on a completely different level to what they were showing yesterday.
I mean, that's incredible to see. It's one of the things that makes this team, you know, the greatest of all time is just that reaction. That reaction to losing the first match in a group stage in the fashion that you did, and now bounce back and just kind of assuage any potential concerns that might have been out there.
There's some pious. At least getting the opening kill here. Out towards top middle of smoke break, but trying to get a second here, and he's under a lot of pressure. Rops realizing he just wants to spam him down, try and get some bias, but he takes a shot to the face through the smoke.
All right, a little bit of love going the way of Sunpius. That's a beautiful second kill.
I mean, the only round they've been able to pick up is Sunpius is opening in middle onto Rops. He's got another good start to a round here, and Nertz finally has some space to make a play.
Spotted. I think he's been spotted, though.
Flames says, yeah, that's the kill. Is he going to take it?
He's going to let it for his teammate.
Back,
yeah, leave it for Apex. Don't want them to know where Flames' position is, so they can't just exploit the A bomb site on reaction. Hunter and Khan, Heavy God with the bomb following up in middle. Sunpius, oh, lovely shot. That's Flames going down. And now things really open up. Hunter can start to investigate.
Apex swinging out into the site, and that's going to be Hunter collected by Apex, but he's just hiding away now behind his boxes. There's going to be plays to bring him down with him, but in the end, a second round victory coming out of G2. And once again, Sunpius getting the openings.
Yeah, that's the only place they've had success is Sunpius over in middle. Great read on the ZywOo situation. The Rops kill, a little bit lucky. The slow peek from the other side, Sunpius was ready. That one, just seeing the tracers. I'll take the luck out of the equation. That's a nice read. And the only round we've seen Vitality really get picked apart to that degree. Now, as bad as this half has been, G2 can still recover it. There's still a chance for 7-5 on the board.
There's Flames out into the mid-peak, and they're all lining up. It's Mattis and Hunter both dead. Flames is worried about being pushed down through underpass.
Just look how proactive, how many different looks have Vitality given him on the defense?
Right, and it's different players in different spots always. You know, Flames down in the underpass now getting some fun. He's got himself a couple of kills, and in fact, he could track Heavy God back into connector if he got away with that. If Flames got away with that kill, I think that might just be it. But Heavy God at least getting the kill inside of Khan. Nertz stepping out of Palace. He does get responded to by Rops.
Hey, but he's got his first kill. All that matters. Heavy God's kind of held at bay at top con. Sunpius at the bottom of A ramp. That smoke is going to fade shortly, and he'll step in. But Heavy God's got a big role to play to create the distraction, because Sunpius is up. It's not exactly going to create the space you need, and it's going to go down.
Yeah, it's smacked against the wall by ZywOo's AWP. Now Rops waiting just around the side of Tetris here. Heavy God trying to bait him into the fight to give himself the 1v1, but Rops is ready for any fight that's coming his way and will challenge Heavy God and find success. So just the lack of ability to find consecutive round wins here for G2 is really stalling out any hope in this first half. Now 8-2, they miss out on the opportunity to somewhat reset some of that money down to a lower point for Vitality. And now they're just gonna have to deal with the strong situation right down to the finish line in this first half, it feels like.
It feels like this is turning into one of those games where we say, like, okay, play yourself into the next map, you know? Like, and it's weird to say when you're only 10 rounds in. But Nerds with 1 kill, Mattis with 2 kills. And you can see the offense is starting to struggle with all these aggressive plays. Flames is just relentless.
Oh.
Little mistake from Mezzi as Nerds finds the kill and opens up the B bomb site.
And we'll see if that mistake costs Vitality this round. Nerds trying to make the most of it. The problem is, ZywOo's cut off market.
Yeah, Nerds has to slow down his pacing because all attention is going to be in this direction with that kill onto Mezzi, and they might even feel like the follow-up is going to be at the B bomb site. They'd be correct. Sunpius with the bomb sliding over, AK-47 in his hands instead of the op. Mattis as well. Gonna hang back a little bit further for a few extra seconds, make sure there's no flank coming from the underpass. Bomb will get planted. Flames and Rops setting up for a bait flank. Flames go first with low HP die. Hopefully they take their attention away and Rops can have a clean avenue. Apex gonna be heading towards Cat as market window smoked off, and ZywOo's op is gonna provide support.
Mattis just looks away, and here they come. Flames up first, but the spacing's good enough for Rops to get that trade, and now the pressure's on because Rops has got another one. Nerds is gone. It's gotta be Sunpius. It's gotta be him again to win a round here for G2, and he just can't do it. ZywOo spots him out, turns with the AWP. Sunpius put in the ground, and Vitality put up to 9 rounds.
Yeah, it's brutal. Rops is scaling into the bomb site and just sees nobody home. There's no peek whatsoever from Sunpius, no one trying to take advantage of it, and that sends off the alarms in ZywOo's head. Turns and watches the smoke. Perfect. Everything Vitality goes for in this retake is absolutely perfect. It works away just as it was designed.
Yeah, I mean, we said coming into this game that this game would be a great test to see what level G2 are at, see where they match up against Vitality. There's a lot of work to do right now. Quite the distance between the two teams at the moment. G2 going out trying to get a 3rd round win in this first half. It's the best case scenario for them at this point.
Nerds going to slide into mid, and they're just going to turn the corner, it looks like, into Con. Maybe just contact play. Smoke comes in. They want to peek with it. Trying to mess with the timings of utility.
Break of the smoke. Perfect timing. Nerds. Nightmare half continues. Flames to assist and follow up as Heavy God is now dead as well. And you've got G2 scrambling a 3v5, under a minute on the clock. No real space to work with. Hunter is the only player that could potentially find something, but even that is washed by Apex. And this will come to a very dominant conclusion in the first half. It will be a 10-2 lead for Team Vitality. The question was asked, who is going to be Vitality's rival here in Fort Worth? Who will be able to match up to the level of Vitality? G2 were one of the teams thrown into that conversation, and right now there is absolutely no competition on display. 2 sporadic round victories picked up off the back of some biased opening kills, but that is all G2 find. Dominant from Vitality, and they are looking for the semifinals.
Process, Apex gets the better of his teammate. Now he's got the utility to keep Donk out of this.
He knows he's gonna swing.
Okay!
He knows.
Apex, baby!
It's a fact! Who is it? Charge your mouse, charge your mouse!
Look, it's plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in. There we go.
Yep. Char, even though you win, we love you. Merci, madame.
La 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 la! Vitality!
I'm gonna make sure that I always put 100% effort into it.
Don't know if that's coming through.
Then you know you lose this timing that you get with the element of surprise. It's like worth it to almost lose a player there.
You, baby! You! You wish you up! You shook me!
And we're back. 10-2. This game has not started any way that we thought it would. G2 came in flat in that first half. And Vitality, well, they just look like badasses. They came in and they've handled business here. 10-2 lead.
Yeah.
Not even a struggle, not even an issue. Couple isolated nice rounds, but this has been so one-sided.
Okay, guys, I will repeat it, but we're fucking great on City side. There is no doubt, guys. We're the best City side team in the world. We are the best at a lot of things. But City side Mirage is not our best, okay? So we will need to step up.
Always humble. I love it.
Yeah.
We're the best at a lot of things. T-side Mirage ain't one of them.
Yeah, always, you know, I like that. I just love the Apex every time I listen to him. But yeah, he's right. Didn't look great yesterday. Let's see how it goes down today. A pistol round might just make sure that they don't need to play that much of a T round. But look at this. Heavy got pushing through the ramp. Messi so ready, and Heavy got so sad.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell? Why is he watching that? Why is
He's holding.
Yeah, why is he so ready? He's holding T-spawn. Well, Flames is going to get some action. Nert's pushing up into him. And Nert's is going to continue having issues. Dropped by Apex. And now the defense has to scramble back and right into the arms of Rops.
Oh my god. There's just always
I know,
another
there's
Vitality player. It's like
everything.
everything we try to do, there's just a Vitality player
It's
right
like,
there.
we knew you were going to fall back in towards Con.
Yeah.
We knew you were going to try and push Palace after this kill.
It's always on the perfect timing. Yeah, it's I don't think they have to worry about the T side. It doesn't look like they're going to need to play many T rounds.
Yeah,
like
really.
as long as you can win a gun round on T side, I think it's all wrapped up here.
Just so comprehensive. What a turnaround from yesterday watching Vitality struggle up against Foot. With Coolio standing in, the shock that was provided, dropping a map to them. Ooh, nice shots from Menace. Okay, yeah, get some headshots, get some confidence going. None of it matters at the end of the day. Bomb's still gonna go off, 11-2.
Another disappointing thing or worrying thing, Jason, is this is G2's map pick.
Yeah, that part's not great either.
Next is Overpass.
I think Blast put up a stat. I think Production put up a stat right at the start of the game that teams that have picked Mirage against Vitality have gone like 2-5 since Rotterdam.
Not being a great record, not a great decision coming against them on this map at the moment. But you know, yesterday I can absolutely see why G2 would want to come here. They're a good Mirage team. Seeing the weaknesses yesterday, it points for Vitality, even though they got through that Mirage didn't look necessarily that pretty. But this has been disastrous.
I mean, the other side of that too is that, you know, if you're Vitality in the last 3 months, you've got an 89% win rate on Nuke, a 90% win rate on Inferno, a 92% win rate on Dust2, a 100% win rate on Overpass, and 64% on Mirage. So, yeah, we can dive into the details as much as you want, but I think that's a pretty obvious, there's a pretty obvious lean there, especially if you're not a team that enjoys playing Anubis whatsoever.
And then you come up against them on Mirage and this happens. It's like, okay, where do we go?
You're like, oh, great.
Can we invent a new, can we do cash?
Can we bring it in now?
Yeah, can we do cash, please? All right.
Let's be real, Vitality's going to be amazing on Cash.
Yeah, I actually can't wait to watch it on Cash. It's going to be sick.
For those of you that weren't around when Cash was in the pool back in like CSGO, I feel like Cash is like one of the most like, it's like a Dust2, like it just gives you highlights. It's just like the action there is so intense. It's going to be fun.
Well, an opening kill here for G2. And it's Sunpice that got it, so that's the winning recipe for the 2 rounds they've got so far. See if it happens again. Could be round 3. You can see Vitality try and convert a 4v5 deficit by heading towards this B bomb site. So they're going to be going into Mattis, who's just waiting for them.
Sunpice has 75% of G2's opening kills in this game. Heavy God has 1, Sunpice has 3. That's it. No one else is able to find any production in the early stages.
You can see how quick Mattis was communicating how many players he just spotted up into the apartment. So they're trying to rotate Sunpice over here quickly enough so he can help out. Look at the rotation. G2 are arriving big time. Mezzi taken out at Van. Rops hasn't even left the apartments yet, though, with the bomb. So they don't mind that G2 are rushing in and panicking because they can start picking them off, or at least trying to. But G2 still hold the advantage. Rops is taking damage. So is Apex. So, you know, Flames on 35 HP, and Hunter's going to connect onto Apex. Flames still getting a frag, and okay, Rops and Flames have brought this back. It's down to a 1v1. Flames against Sunpice, and Sunpice has won another round here for G2, the only player with round-winning impact.
It's triple kill in the round for Sunpice as well. That's great work with the MP9, and that's a tough round to win if you're G2. The weaker weapons, you have some of the advantages early on in that fight in the execute, but Vitality plays this so slow. They don't panic whatsoever. This team stays far back with these rifles, even things out. You got Rops working the bomb site, and all of a sudden it's a one-on-one. Sunpice is just a beast right now. Quick swing, pre-fire with the MP9. And they're still alive. There's still a chance for a comeback in regulation. 3-11, 8 rounds back. But survive this one and you get that reprieve of going up against mostly unarmored Glocks. And then 1 round at a time. Saw Vitality in the first half on their own CT side doing a lot of these extremity pushes out of confidence. G2 probably more out of desperation, but the timing is just about perfect.
On the back, Mattis. There he is, that's the bomb. How many can he get here? FAMAS out in play. He's got 4 targets in his sight. He's got some help from his teammates, and Mattis is going to make the most of it. That's 3 from him. And Messi to go down inside of the connector. So 4th round here for G2, finally getting 2 in a row as well.
Yeah, lovely, and not losing a whole lot. So money builds up, and things are going to start being okay for the CT side. Only real issue is the scoreboard, which is a big issue to be fair. 7 rounds back. But 5 rifles, 2 Galils of FAMAS, 2 M4s. You're going to be going up against the unarmored pistols. You're just going to clean things up in this round. So a chance for the last thrust of G2 to see if they can get themselves back into this map. And again, I brought it up in the first half, like pretty early on, just the way it felt was like the whole play yourself into this series, play yourself into the second map, warm up a little bit, whatever it might be. You're going to need like a little streak here of a comeback to make it feel like you're getting into this game. And then when that confidence starts to show up, we know we can have a map 2.
Oh, well, that's not confidence building. Getting taken down by the Glock. Police Hunters come through with the grenade kill and then the M4. But he's also taken out by Rops' Glock. Should be no issue, though, in cleaning them up. Nerds comes on over. We lose a couple of players here for G2. But the round is collected, and they're up to 5. So the buy now returns here for Team Vitality. They're not going to have enough to get the AWP out, so it'll be AK-47s across the squad.
Advantage Sunpius because he's got the op out on the CT side as well. So a chance for the sniper of G2 to reign supreme and have continue influencing the game in a positive way for his team. 11 kills. He's tied with Hunter and Madison, and Heavy God is not too far back, but it's the quality of the kills that Sunpius have gotten that have been so critical. No one on his team is able to match him in that regard.
Apex out through underpass. Smoke going to arrive at the bottom of Con. Head shows for Hunter dead immediately upon the opportunity there for Apex. 5v4 for Team Vitality.
Puts a lot of pressure on Nerds, who we've highlighted a couple of times having that rough game. 3 kills, started out 0-7. But puts him into the pressure with Hunter going down to be worried about Con, to be worried about window room. Mattis has slid over to provide assistance. 58 seconds on the clock, and really Apex is the only one challenging anything, the only one showing presence whatsoever. Vitality now going to follow up in middle, and that's where the defense is going to meet them head on.
There's a kill on ZywOo, going out again. Heavy God responds as Mezzi's out of there, and it's now 3v2, still favoring Vitality. Time at the 40-second mark as Rob starts to make his way out of ramp. Crossing over towards Sandwich. He's in a strong spot at the moment. That bomb is drifting back through T-spawn on the back of Apex.
Yeah, they're taking it slow. He doesn't want to show himself just yet. He wants G2 to think the possibility of the B bomb site is still there. Now the information going to be gathered with that smoke being chucked out. Rops can start making his move. Line of sight of Heavy got taken away, but the op of Sunpius is going to deliver.
Bomb
That's
down.
The bomb down in 14 seconds.
Yep, you got to sprint either Flames or Robs has to go get it, but it has to be Flames. Robs is gone. Flames has got the kill, but it's a 1v1. 7 seconds on the clock, in the open, denied by Heavy God. Oh, time really forcing Flames into the commitment of the plant. Heavy God give him a chance to win it by peeking top stairs, but Flames' hands were so busy, and another round for G2.
He had a split-second decision make. Do I plant default or do I plant in the front of the boxes? Can I make it in time? That's a tough scenario to be in. Might have thought Heavy God rotated back around, but here's that good mid push that does some solid work.
Again, Sunpius with the impact.
Yep. He's just been an absolute beast, which is great. Yeah, remember, the start of CS2 for Sunpius was really, really rough. We lost a lot of faith in him as an opper, and slowly, he's been grinding some of that confidence and faith back in his favor. The gap is closing. And Apex's words ring out, in my head at the very least. We're great at CT. Our T side has a lot to be desired. So every round on the CT side was critically important for Vitality. And as G2 continue putting rounds on the board, Vitality's gonna have more and more pressure mounting with that knowledge. Or at least Apex on his shoulders to call them back into the map.
Well, that is Rops. Sunpius saying see you later. ZywOo and Mezzi now in a 2v5. See how much damage they can do, and none so far. So just Mezzi in middle with the Deagle. It'll be a 7th round for G2. Good to see them playing themselves back into the game now. Would have been so disappointing to see Vitality just come into the second half here, win the pistol, and close it out in the first gun round. But the opportunity is there now for G2 to work their way back into Mirage, and a timeout being taken here from Team Vitality.
Good sign. You forced the timeout out of them. You forced them into a situation where they needed the extra time to talk things over. Xtaz on the mic. Very, very vocal. Seems very focused over towards Mezzi and Flamesy at the moment. Not time for panic just yet if you're Vitality. Still a 4-round lead, still just 2 rounds away from a map victory. But it's starting to get to the point, I think, where they've lingered around long enough. Vitality's feeling like they've let G2 stick in this game way too much. And the problem is, you may no longer have a say in whether you can force them out, because Sunpius is starting to heat up. He's got a hot hand right now. And if he continues having this kind of an influence with the AWP, he's going to tear apart a lot of your rounds. ZywOo's picked up an op on the other side as well to challenge up against it.
ZywOo once upon his teammate's head. Not going to be finding the chance he was looking for to kick things off. Apex now moving out through underpass again, putting himself towards connector. Will Sampayas peek him though? This could be the opening kill available to Sampayas. Apex has crossed away from the danger zone now and is looking up towards the ladder room instead, where Hunter currently is waiting.
Quiet on the map, though. Feels like Rops is a little bit frisky. Just seemed like he wanted to turn that corner and maybe try and find a timing for a fight. The knowledge of Sampayas' op probably dissuading him, and the rest of the team is now going to rotate back to the A bomb site. Here's that push from Mattis again. Did this a few rounds back to great effect with the FAMAS one in like the second or third round of this half. Getting a lot of information for his team right now. So we should start seeing Nert slide over to be more committed to the A bomb site. Sampayas' op is here. Heavy got over in Cubby.
There's Sampayas, opening kill. Going back again, trying to challenge ZywOo. This time he actually did. He's down to 2 HP. ZywOo's only left on 2 health. There's Apex gone. Mezzi inside the middle, finally getting something going here for Team Vitality, but a lot more needed to be done with 15 seconds left. Not a whole lot of time to do it. And you've got Rob trying to get out of Palace. You need this kill now, and ZywOo's got it. Nert's still on stairs, fighting forward. 7 seconds, everybody's dead. Mattis on the ramp flank. Make sure it's all over, and they wrap things up. And even after a timeout, Vitality not looking much better at all.
Man, they are falling apart on this T side right now. Sampayas is really making it hurt.
Man, you might just go back and listen to that Apex clip, and it might just become legendary if they do choke this in the end.
Well, maybe you could see the future. ZywOo's the one who's got to be aggressive in that scenario, but at that point, so much time has passed. The rest of G2 arrived, and they're within striking distance, man. They're 8-11. They're within 3 rounds.
Feels like Sampayas has kept him in it long enough for the rest of the team to start to wake up.
Exactly, that's what I meant when I said they've lingered too long, is now you no longer get to dictate that you can just destroy them at will, the way you were for the first, 15 rounds of this game.
Not much going for them in this round as Tech9's a little bit of utility.
Vitality hasn't even smelled the bomb site since the pistol. They haven't gotten a plant in these gun rounds at all.
Yeah, Sampayas heavy goal. What a combo towards this A site, shutting down Team Vitality, not letting them anywhere near the site. Another round that ends in misery for Team Vitality. And a 9th round added to the tally here for G2 on their merry way back into this game. And we've now got Apex trying to get up through Korn, and Sampayas is taking him down with the 5-7. 9 rounds for G2. Sampayas, again, another huge round from him, a triple kill with heavy impact being put onto the server.
All right, well, it's panic time now for Vitality. It's time to be worried about how G2's playing at the moment.
And you've burned timeouts, you've tried, you've even won the pistol. It's
7 rounds in a row for this G2 defense. They have just snapped into place. Nert's struggling, but the lack of impact there is being more than made up for by Sampayas. Now, unfortunately for G2, Sampayas this round away from the action. They want to shut down mid, but Vitality is lined up for a hit at the A bomb site right out of the gate.
Heavy guard waiting on default. Really reliable. Nert's getting a kill towards top middle, but Heavy guard gone. ZywOo is taking him away. Hunter, look at his step. There's a big gap in the smoke, trying to work with it here. And he goes out in the open. He makes the most of it. Vitality were trying to replenish the smoke. He put a new one down in place, and it's worked out here for G2. Mezzi's still fighting, though. And that kill brings it back to even numbers.
Yeah, and you know who's sliding over right now is Sun Poppy. And he's been delivering for G2. Smoke is up in his face. 21 kills on the G2 sniper. Out of the action for the initial thrust. But now in the clutch, this all pulls up. Did you not see the legs?
No.
Yeah, he did.
No,
his teammate called it out. Teammate called it out. Teammate called it out.
You've seen him, and he goes back to it. Rops will fall off the top of the wood, and it puts it all on Mezzi. Let's see if he can clutch up here. He's got 40 seconds to do it. He's got the bomb on his back, and he's got 100 HP still to his name. Sampayas intelligently backing off, getting beyond that murder hole, and holding the angle, holding the line. And it really should be a kill here for Sampayas.
Time is an ally.
As he goes into the open, slow peeks into the scope, and Mezzi goes down. We are 1 round separated between G2 and Team Vitality.
This is getting dicey. One more time, production, can you cue up that listen in one more time? We listened to this coming in from the halftime break. This is Apex talking to his team about the CT side and the T side of Mirage.
Okay, guys, I will repeat it, but we're fucking great on CT side. There is no doubt, guys. We're the best CT side team in the world. We are the best at a lot of things. But CT side Mirage is not our best, okay? So we will need to step up.
At the moment, it's looking like not our best is a little bit of an understatement. 8 in a row now for G2 coming storming back into this opening map of the series. Semifinals on the line, and they're standing tall up against the best team in the world.
Heavy God going out for the peak side of stairs. Not able to make the most of it, but Sampaya certainly will. He's sitting back at CT spawn. He's not been missing much at all in this second half. It's going to be Nerds dropping Robs, but this time Sampaya does miss. Heavy God makes up for it though. A kill comes through. Sampaya falls back. Heavy God with another. Vitality have lost the lead. It is going to be tied here on Mirage. Sampaya is chiming in. Flames dead, and now it is G2 who are dominating all over the server.
Yeah, lost the lead and lost the grip on this map. Unreal, the turnaround in this second half. Pistol round won by Vitality. They go up 11-2, and G2 finally wakes up. Sunpius has carried his team to this point. Now Heavy God's delivering. Now Hunter's making plays for you. Mattis being aggressive. Nerds is starting to climb the scoreboard as well. Vitality have disappeared off Mirage. And it's their final timeout they have to burn as their CT side dominance for both sides today.
Apex just can't find the answers. It's gonna be...
Probably can't find an idea at this point.
Yeah.
This is where you're hoping and praying. Drops, Flames, someone's gonna say, I can exploit this, give you an idea, give you just a crumb that you can build an idea around. 11-11. We're gonna go the distance, but who's gonna have a chance at winning in regulation?
24 kills for Sampayas. We got Hunter moving out short with Mattis. Confident now on G2. You see it just oozing out of them. Willing to take fights, break open the smokes, trying to search for these openings. Vitality come to fight them in middle.
They haven't selected their finishing play yet. Nobody's close up to the B bomb site or the A bomb site, so it's no indication of where they potentially might want to split. It seems like they actually just called the idea off. Yeah. Apex and Mezzy were scaling a little quick through the underpass, and halfway through decided to switch things up. Nerds playing over at bench at the B bomb site. Mattis is on short. Hunter in ladder room. Sampaya set ticket at the A bomb site, and Heavy got up on the balcony. Underneath the balcony, excuse me.
It's all well and good coming back into the game. But how many times have we seen the underdog team come back against Vitality, seeming like they're going to get the win, and Vitality figure it out in the final couple of rounds? Seen it just yesterday on Nuke against Foot. Could be another scenario like that. G2 are going to be very aware of that possibility. Hunter climbing down the ladder, now steadies himself to try and join with Mattis to deal with the threat. Vitality with 3 players, 30 seconds left. Hunter and Mattis, first 2 kills in. Robs gets 1 back, but he's held back. He's held in position. Nerds from back bench, successful with that kill, and Heavy God's got the other. It's just Mezzy. 15 seconds left. Ballman is back, but no hope in hell. It is 12-11. G2 have map point first, and no one seen this coming.
Look how jacked up Hunter just got with that win. He almost had to settle himself down. They probably cannot even believe they're looking at the scoreline like this right now. 12-11, 1 chance, and again, they have a perfect setup. 2 players at the point of attack. B bomb site, it's been a while since Vitality gave it a little bit of love, and G2 was a step ahead.
The move, everything, we need to talk more, we need to do more, guys, than that. It's exactly what I said on CT. It was too easy, and we fucking don't step up right now. So let's fucking step up and don't look at your fucking score and play like you are for the team, boys.
All right, there's the frustration coming out. Saying they got complacent after a dominant CT side, very possible.
Well, might not be able to figure it out in time. 12-11 here for G2. Coming into this one with pots and pans, you've got 2 Tech 9s, 2 Galils, a single AK-47 for Team Vitality. Look at the lack of utility left now as well.
But they've got some sneaky positions. Nerds doesn't have eyes on this. This is a disaster. Robs with this kind of a space will ruin you.
Yeah, well, there's the first kill. Nerds, is that the first domino to fall? could this collapse the defense of G2 and bring this one into overtime? Apex with the Tech 9, it's Hunter dead. Out goes Mattis, can't get it done. And now Heavy God trying to step up in the bottom of the stairs. Apex is dead. A rare missed shot here from Sunpius. Rops around the back. He's read it though, Sunpius turns. But it's all gonna be Sunpius. 12 HP. And he's left back towards CT spawn. There's no way, surely he can pull this off. He's been fantastic, but this is just asking way too much.
This would be a miracle if he gets it.
Look at the positions he's got to peek as well, and it's just not going to happen. Vitality figure it out in the final round, get this one into overtime. The money resets, and of course, it's a ROPS round where he gets in behind them, they lose track of him, and he starts to unravel the defense.
After that whole run to come back into this game and get up to 12 rounds for G2, the thing that is their undoing is missing the timing and not keeping an eye on the window boost. ROPS gets that kill, that's one thing. But with like 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock and ROPS is in CT spawn, he controls the map. And that's one of the smartest players to ever grace the game of Counter-Strike. He is going to wreck you. 12-12, we hit OT.
And now the reset, the fact you get everything you want again. If you're Vitality, you got the ult back out, the AK's the utility. This game is back on again. Vitality were in free fall, but I feel like getting into overtime is a moment to breathe, a sigh of relief. And hopefully, for Vitality's sake, they're hoping that this can be a mental reset as well. You got Sunpius and Nuts moving up into the underpass.
Tell you what, you could bet nobody on Vitality's feeling complacent right now after that second half. Good shot from Mezzi. Prepared for the peak, for the aggression, and Sunpius, there's a little bit of a clock on how long you can stick around. Heavy God's going to be under scrutiny. Bomb on Apex, joining up with ROPS on ramp, and they're going to start turning the corner.
That's a good kill. Heavy God going to die at the hand of ROPS, though. Hunter and Mattis, 2v4. Hunter coming back over towards CT. They know where he is. Re-peeking would be his death because Zai was holding it from Palace.
And he missed the Molotov that would have taken that angle away. Vitality even get that kill and then back off just a little bit, so Hunter's not finding the fights he expected whatsoever. Awkward situation for him, and he's just going to slide back.
Yeah, Vitality regained the lead. 13-12.
Yeah, I'm saving these guns too. No reason to go for this retake. Vitality now 2 in a row after losing so many in that first half. 10 rounds straight, G2 won. They had the single chance to take it in regulation. That was ripped out of their hands, and that might have been the best opportunity they'll have. Vitality can get ruthless now. 13-12.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, guys. More. I want more. Let's go, boys.
Well, Apex demanding more out of his team, and so far they're answering his desperate pleads towards the end of regulation. Just finding enough to get this into overtime. And a strong start to kick off the bonus rounds.
More. I want more now.
That's a guy you run through a wall for, metaphorically, in the game of Counter-Strike. 13-12. ZywOo found a nice pick on Sunpius in the previous round, a little off-on-off action. Sunpius is going to have that up on short for the moment. Flames and Apex on the other side of this smoke. They'll scale to behind the mid boxes. Spamming at the angles, trying to figure out information, seeing bodies out in middle. But G2's given up the aggression, happy for the stalemate and to just back off.
Heavy God under wood. Here comes ROPS, hoping this is a good timing for him. And he does not get spotted. Then the flash comes up. Hunter sends Heavy God into the peak. ROPS completely blinded by it. And so opening kill does fall in favor of G2. Let's see if they can convert this 5v4 advantage. Apex is moving out towards Tetris. Heavy God under the wood. And Heavy God getting spammed. Apex has spotted him. Utility's coming in next. Trying to heat things up. Now Nert's inside of Khan. His fight's only one being picked up. Apex and Flames able to take a couple. And Hunter's still keeping G2 in this fight. It's ZywOo and Apex, the French connection, trying to win this one out in style. They've got flashes going over towards CT. And ZywOo climbs up on top of the wood. In through the smoke, Mattis goes, he just got underneath them, but Apex spots him in the end. Mattis is out of there, and Sampaius, look at his flank. It's arriving very, very late, and he hasn't got a kit on his back here, but there are multiple kits available down.
Issue is no smoke. Issue is how do you get the kills? How do you find the players? How do you actually defuse the bomb? And the answer is you can't.
Yeah, Zywo up on the wood as well. Maybe you can catch him on the retreat, but even that's a missed shot. So Sampaius gets taken down by Apex. And the energy's back in Vitality. The belief is back that they have what it takes to close this out. They're finding success in the T rounds of overtime. And they could even just close this out on the CT side now, even if they don't go on to win the next round here in OT. This is a very, very solid reset here from Vitality.
Yeah, it's been great coming in OT. Heavy favorites, they snap into play, snap the focus back in. That could have almost been something a little bit crazy, but Apex able to find it right at the last second. He's going to be exhausted after this game. Apex has given enough energy for all 5 players on this team. Window smoke is blocked.
There's the peek in from Sampaius. Rops is going to be taken down. So an opening kill again for G2. Didn't matter last round because of Zywo, and it won't again here. Hunter goes down through the window. Sampaius missing the chance and dropping back into Con. In fact, getting spammed as well. Get out of there, Sampaius. Get back to safety. Get around that wall.
They're so focused on this engagement at the smoke and con that they don't even realize they're scaling up towards the B bomb site. They've hit a very nice timing. Now, this position is going to be tough for Vitality to deal with. It's got to be a trade. Surely he's got at least the first.
Yeah, there's the first, absolutely. But the trade is immediate from Mezzi. We've now got Sampaius just waiting for that cross, but Utility coming forward, not going to block the scope of the Opera until that flash comes in. Not only does it block his vision, but it gives the information away as to where Sampaius is playing from, and that bomb gets planted. A 2v2 again here. Vitality trying to round this out to map point on Mirage.
Oh, they actually have terrible positions for this. They're scrambling to get into some better places.
Can they do it? Can they get to better spots? They do have the space to do so, but they don't know that. Zywo's got the scope up, checking towards short. Feels like he can get behind bench, and now having this spot, it's going to be death to Heavy God's door. And Sampaius again, 1v2, stepping out into the open, and he will not be able to stop it. Vitality are back. It's 15-12. Map point once again.
Yeah, Apex really willed GOAT Vitality into this overtime. That is a very dominant stretch of 3 rounds. Back to what the first half looked like. Switch sides. And if the T side is supposed to be the weaker one for Vitality, you just rattle off 3 dominant rounds in a row. You get over to that defensive side, which you already know is awesome. Vitality with 3 chances to close it out. G2 had that one moment of opportunity. And now it all slips away. A hard-fought comeback. 10 rounds in a row in the second half. And just cannot find the finishing one. Last chance for Saw to talk to the boys before they head into this T-side overtime campaign. Here's an X factor, though. We didn't really see G2 come alive until the second half. Now that they're here, does the T side look any different? Now that you've got Heavy God having some rounds, now that you got Sampaius in his op.
Well, it's got to be perfect. That's just to get another overtime. So a real tough task in front of G2 here, but they have proven that they are able to come back into things with their backs against the ropes. Well, Vitality do switch to the more favored side for them. The sending Flames in aggressively hasn't worked out. Nerds gets the opening frag in favor here of G2.
That was a winning recipe, though, in regulation in the CT side. Flames was super aggressive everywhere on the map, pushing multiple different locations round after round. Now, they have no idea about Zywo.
Yeah, he's staying committed inside and middle. Sampaius just around the side of the smoke. It's a missed shot for Zywo. He's able to get away into the connector. Apex getting information on the jump. He's confident. Look at this. He's chasing after the kills, too. He's looking for them. Oh, Apex. Confidence, but only success on the first fight.
So information is there, and you have time to kind of adjust the defense a little bit, and clearly, and obviously, you're going to have a lot of faith in Zywo to grab you 2 in this round if they come to this direction. Actually, Vitality very committed to the B bomb site being the final play. Rops and Mezzi both there. Far, far away from where it looks like the action is going to come. Window smoked off. It's all Zywo.
Yeah, look how much he is responsible for defending. You can see he's checking towards the window, making sure no one's climbing up there. And that smoke is going to sever off his information flow into the site. So So it looks like G2 have positioned themselves very well to win this round. The only player that can do something about it is ZywOo, and he's charging over towards CT spawn. Not able to deny the plant, and now waits on his teammates to come over for this retake attempt.
Not able to deny the plant, but he gains control of the staging ground for the retake.
Mattis on top of triple boxes. A player in Palace, one towards ramp, one up to the bench. It's a strong post plan set up here for G2. One in which looks impossible to get back into, as Mattis takes 2 kills towards CT spawn, and Rops is left alone with this M4 all the way back. So that'll end up being another round for G2. They won't suffer a flawless defeat here in overtime.
I think you got to scale back if you're Vitality, those aggressive plays from Flames. I think here in overtime, I threw one at him, it doesn't work. I think you play something a little bit more standard. If you want aggression, team aggression, 2-player aggression, but obviously G2 in overtime is like, thank you, we'll take this 4v5. We love having that kind of an advantage. 15-13. I think ZywOo spotted his head on the jump, but couldn't get the AWP out in time. Great double kill from Mattis, stopping the retake before it begins.
Rops up short, good quick movement to get into position. He died from doing this earlier in the first half, but this time a lot more efficient getting into his spot. Sampaius, he was the success story in the first half for G2. The few rounds that they were able to win came off the back of his AWP in mid.
He's cooled off though a little bit, right?
Really
We've seen a few more misses, a few more situations where it's a kill we would have seen 6-7 rounds ago. But yeah, these past few engagements he's been in off the mark just a bit. No one going to be flushed into the open by the Molotov, so Senpai stands around with not a whole lot to do at the moment. Defensive smoke deployed, offensive smoke put down in Con as well. Vitality trying to exploit an underpass play with the boost up and window room peering down, and nobody's home up to the 1-minute mark, so they break up the stack and just clear mid. Good information gained. Now where do you want to relocate to?
Oh, heavy commitment towards this A site coming right up here for G2. Can Vitality defend it and close out Mirage? Opening for Mattis, trade in from ZywOo. There's Flames again, big hold. And G2, they were kept alive long enough by the heat of their offer, but the determination of the best team in the world was enough to eclipse G2's sun.
They've done it. They've done it. They did it the hard way. They clawed it back after getting clawed back. There were a lot of clawbacks there, Dust, but in overtime, Vitality do manage to seize Mirage, do manage to get this over the line.
You know, a wise man once said,
It's going to be a really, really tough Vitality to open up. Step number 1 for G2 is to calm down that energy, right? Is to just kind of say, all right, everyone chill. You guys are coming in shooting hard. We need to make you respect you, slow you back down like we did on Mirage, and that's going to be the only chance. Now, G2 coming into this, it's a huge win rate for Vitality. It's their map pick, but G2 have won 4 overpasses in a row. So not exactly like slouches on this map, and let's see what they bring to the table on the CT side.
We get into it now. Let's see if Sampaius can get a similar performance going as well on the CT side of Overpass as he had on Mirage. Highlighted very well by our wonderful analysts. We'll see if they can continue that. Rops gonna start back in a way, just making sure that if any aggression does come his way, he's ready to detect it. G2 have overtaken the water, but unfortunately for them, Vitality are fully running up long.
Yeah, well, Hunter's starting to make the move now. They're starting to kind of peek a couple things and put it together. That information, Sampaius has just got to survive. Sees another, sees 3 total. So now you're going to start getting a shift in the defense, and the question is, Vitality, they're going to back off. They don't want to scale up long. So is Smoke to take away, well, Smoke will take away information, and Vitality going to move elsewhere on the map.
And they're moving out towards the connector, about to walk down the stairs. You've now got Sampaius looking to try and tap them away. And they make their way down through the door, swing open the car door, and now move their way towards Hunter. Dual Beretti's after already trying to shut them down, and melting away too is Hunter. Finally taken away by Mezzi. The bomb is now racing through the monster tunnel on the back of Apex. Still 3 targets to collect here for G2, and Apex just gets annihilated. So unfortunately for Mezzi, he's got to piece this one together with bullets and brawn. And he goes back and spots out Mattis. He's run out of ammo, and he goes for the reload again. The longest fight in the world, but finally Mezzi is actually going to win it. And now he's on for the ace.
Wait, did he realize the repause? I don't think he realizes the repause.
Yeah, this
Nertz
could be...
yeah, he's completely slid to the side. He has no idea. Nertz has just won this by default, it feels.
Yep, he has. Great removal there of the information that Mezzi once had. Great decision for Nertz to move off, and that finally goes in favor of G2. But Mezzi really making that one difficult.
Yeah, some precise shots with that Glock. We didn't have to talk about him too much in the first map. This is a very nice attempt at a clutch bringing this back. Vitality, as they're working their way back to the B bomb site, send Rops out maybe 5 seconds a little early just to try and soften things up, get you that opening kill that's going to snowball into a bomb site take. Just doesn't pan out that way. Pistol round for G2. And they get a chance at the hot start.
Hunter has grabbed the opening kill on Rops. Good start to the round here for G2.
G2, that conversation after Mirage had to have been something along the lines of, look how well we played, look how well we can play, look how we can compete against this team. We just can't start in such a massive hole. It cannot be a 2-10 half that we're trying to recover. There goes Nertz, backing off and blinded. Hit by the Deagle. Hunter's gonna try and save the day. Sprays down one, Apex brought low.
Yeah, well, that plant is coming in here. Locking in some extra cash for the next round here for Vitality. But ZywOo still has an AK in play. And it could get a little bit messy here in the bathroom. Some bias is going to fall away. ZywOo looking for the next fight, changing up his position, being unpredictable in this post plant. G2 have to all come in from bank and stairs, and ZywOo is ripping them apart. Flames is there to close it, and the hero AK given to the main protagonist here of Vitality, and of course he comes out on top of the round win.
This has been, I think, one of the biggest improvements on Vitality since, like, for the past year and a half since they started becoming and building up to that greatest team of all time, has been the attitude shift of ZywOo. There was a time when you wouldn't see him step into the bomb site to make these plays and take these fights, but he realizes he's the difference maker with the AK-47. So the attitude to just be the guy who's gonna go win you the round, that switch has been such a problem for every team in Counter-Strike.
And it's just killed a good start here from G2. They're going to try and scramble back and try and get into it again. They've taken out a scout. They've got 5-7s on 3 players, a P250 for Mattis. They're hoping that they can somehow respond to Vitality's round victory and try and pick it up again. But if you let Vitality get away with this, they're going to have a good start on T-side Overpass, and they're going to have a nice foundation built up already, which just makes this game a lot more difficult for G2. Got Mattis getting into the monster smoke with that P250 scout on top of the head of Nertz, going for the peek over the smoke. Hasn't resulted in the kill.
Would have been a nice smoke to break open. Apex probably would have had a pair of kills. Now he's going to come back, get surprised, and be like, oh god, they were actually there. Teammates gone down. Apex has gone down.
They've lost the bomb as well because of that. Apex is the bomb carrier, so he's dead. And now G2 can get better weapons.
Yeah, they don't have anyone spread across the map either. Flamesy and ZywOo are running. Nertz is tracking all of this. Mezzi's just straight up gonna die because he doesn't have the time. Oh, no, he's not. What a... All right. It's got that 6th sense.
Heavy guard. Okay. Hard cleared by Flames, flying through the sky on the MAC-10. So numbers are actually evened out somehow. 23 seconds. That's the problem here for Vitality. They may be getting these kills now, but the limited time is going to cost them. They can't be that methodical clearing out these positions. And now Mezzi, well, he's got 3 players all around him, so very difficult round to win after the initial push goes the way of G2, so fantastic work to get back into it.
Yeah, answering the rebuttal with one of your own. Good steal back of the momentum of the advantages. Back and forth to start this second map. Good push. Great push, actually, although, you know, that's one of those rounds where we hear all the listen-ins of Apex trying to get everyone hyped up and focused. That's his miss nade that might have been those 2 kills and negate that entire situation. And we get a little bit of a tech pause in the action.
I think it's the Flames hair clips started to come on there.
Excuse me, admin, this one's
technical issue here.
Sliding it a bit too far.
Yeah, it's got it. It's nice and firm now.
Stack pauses have been quick throughout the day when we've had a couple scatter in here and again.
Okay,
We just
thumbs up.
yeah, thumbs up, I'm good. Let's rock and roll. Freeze time begins its countdown. Round 4 coming in. Out of the loss, Vitality is going to reinvest and fight back for this. 2 AK-47s, a Galil, and a couple upgraded pistols on Flames and Rops for the round. I gotta feel like if you're G2 right now, priority number 1, I mean, after winning this, it's got to be getting the AWP in Senpai's hands. With the way he performed for you on Mirage, and I know he started kind of cooling off towards the tail end of it, but man, a map like Overpass, get that AWP out as soon as you possibly can.
Well, giving an AK to ZywOo again and Apex this time around. Let's see what they can do with them. It's going to be Rops, handed the task of being the only player on this side of the map representing Vitality. Everybody else making their way through middle at the moment. Up towards the bathrooms, yet to be detected by anybody from G2's defense. How close can they get to this A site without being spotted?
Oh,
Sometimes,
that far.
Yeah, there we go.
Right
We got
now.
the answer.
Yep.
Right there, at the divider. Another spot here for Senpai's confident to fight against Apex, and he's won that engagement.
Taking a decent amount of damage though. Now he's just got to be the guy taking attention. So Vitality get a little bit of information the setup they're working against. Nert's pushed up long. Senpai as well is playing underneath the sign, but you essentially have 2 players out towards long. Third player unknown. And Vitality are going to reconvene this attack. AK and Tech9 at long. AK challenging in the main choke point as well, but it's Nertz to come out on top.
Sure is, and with Mezzi dead, it's now an opportunity to follow up here for G2 and just keep crushing Vitality as they try and get towards the bathrooms.
Time's about to expire.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Don't want to die after the time here, and only weapon worth saving is a Galil at this point as well. It's not pretty from Vitality at all here at the moment. Luckily, Rops and Flames both holding on to their weapons, but it doesn't make you feel good if you're Vitality. This is a situation you find yourself in.
Yeah, Flames going to enter this round with $0, Rops with 100, but you know the rest of the team's going to be saving too, so they just wanted what little weapons they could have to kind of work with and try and create something. You can see Apex there actually having a pretty big conversation, hands out, pleading almost with Flames, saying, just listen to my call. Not really sure entirely what that's about yet, but bubbling to the surface very, very early on in this map too.
Well, grouping up, getting ready to go into the B site. We've got Flames just on the side of the smoke. Heavy guard close up towards Monster will obviously start to back away as he senses the fade timing of that smoke. He'll replenish it. Mattis connecting onto ZywOo first inside the connectors. He's dead. It's been great that G2 have been able to withstand that hero AK round from ZywOo and just answering back immediately and keeping this good start on the CT side going. Should be 4-1 in the next minute here as well.
Yeah, just a matter of how many weapons can they keep alive, or what kind of impact can Flames have. Rops' Deagle can chime in, but you're going to really need that Galil to find you an opening. Soften up this defense just a bit. Smoke's going to fade. And as that fade starts coming in, G2's defense backs away from the choke points. Don't want to be close up against the pistols. They'll play behind the bomb site with Hunter as a supportive element. 33 seconds as Vitality start marching in.
Mattis going out into the peak. Heavy Gut's right there with him. And that's a shutdown. That doesn't result in a kill from Vitality until this point. Rob's just getting the one, preventing the clean sheet for G2, but I think they'll be very happy regardless. They've got plenty of money swelling within the camp of G2 at the moment. And you can still see those awkward situations over there for Vitality economically, because you had Rops and Flames both having to save earlier and resulting in no money saved over in the next. So they've still got to play with Tech 9s coming into this. This is a missed opportunity to get a full buy for Vitality.
Yeah, mismanaging things a little bit. That's, that decision is going to have some of these long-term consequences. Going for a spam, just maybe a half second early. All right, a little scattered on the defense as well. Mattis had to drop back and pick up a smoke, or pick up utility. Looked like they almost wanted to have some attention over towards short, towards sandbags, but give it up due to the timing. Heavy God playing close behind Monster. Vitality's already lined up for a pretty aggressive timing hit. And it's a risk hoping that Flames can survive walking through the smoke and get flash activated around the corner, but Heavy God close up negates that play. Yeah, you're exactly right. This economic situation is very weird and uncomfortable, but ZywOo still giving headshots out.
Yeah, he can rectify it. Seen it already so far earlier in this map, and ZywOo with the AK. No slouch at all. So let's see what the reaction from G2 is. It's going to be a double push through Monster on the fade of that smoke again. Previously, there were Vitality players here to watch this kind of play. It didn't go well for Vitality. This time, there's no one there on that side of the map. So information being gathered with every second that ticks on here for G2 to prime themselves and be ready for what is going to be an A finish. Now, Hunter stepping up. ZywOo walking through the smoke. Bomb in his back. ZywOo's dead. Robs gets the trade. Sampai's backing off, trying to get to bank. And just around the corner in time, he goes back out for the peak. This time, death to Robs and Heavy God flank activated. G2 playing a very good CT side at the moment.
Yeah, once again, great CT side back on Mirage as well. Bomb trying to be planted, it will go down. Heavy God hasn't peeked yet. Apex can't get away. A 5th round now for G2. They're looking clean.
Yeah, T-side struggles today for Team Vitality.
Yeah, it's weird seeing that be pretty kind of a consistent factor now, right? Does seem to be just by comms, not entirely on the same page, which is unusual for Vitality. And G2, at least to start this map, is happy to take advantage of it. 4-round lead. And they're continuing that good play from Mirage G2, even in a loss, but coming all the way back with 10 rounds straight in the second half. It woke them up. Now Overpass they're challenging for. So hard for Vitality to progress in any way with these pistols as utility just comes in, as proactive play just keeps coming in. Aggression keeps coming in from the defense.
Yeah, here comes Mattis. Oh, there goes Mattis. Drops Tech 9. Okay, shredding through 2. Kind of an incredible overperformance there from Rops. Will it result in anything? We'll have to find out because he's dead in the hand of Heavy God. It goes again. Who wants his 3rd kill, and Heavy God has recovered the round for G2.
Thank God for Heavy God, because that play from Mattis and Nerds almost just ruined this round. That not executed very clean whatsoever. One player trying to come through the squeak door, or the door smoke. One player coming down the ramp and just trying to double up in the fight in short sewers, but it didn't seem as coordinated as it probably should have been.
Yeah, Heavy God cleaning up the mess.
He bails you out.
Well, it's not over yet. I mean, we have an AK here for ZywOo, an M4 for Flames, and 30 seconds to play with, coming at a 2v1. So Heavy God again, 7 HP. He's got Hunter, who's actually now smoked out.
Yeah, and he has to tuck his head down because he doesn't want to be put in a situation where he's fighting 1-on-2. He's hoping they're just going to bypass this position, not realize it. He can pop his head up, but ZywOo's ready.
Humbling the god himself. ZywOo with the kill. And now we've got Hunter over the top of the site, looking for them, but they're gone. They dipped out, so he's just going to get on that deep view. Denied by Flames. Sunpius now required. And this round, it looked like Heavy God had saved him, but it's still going against G2. Spam is coming through, kills him from Sunpius. He's got a kit now, and he's on that defuse, but ZywOo, never a doubt, comes out to deny. And that is a horrible round to let go if you're G2.
Yeah, they brought it right back. That does end up getting punished. That play towards short, not effective whatsoever. Double kill, and that is a reprieve that Vitality desperately needed. See the smoke's fading. I think he got trapped against the wall, but they wanted that time a little bit differently so they could be involved in the fight at the same time. I thought maybe Heavy God pulled this back under control. But that's a sick reaction from ZywOo, quickly shutting down Heavy God, walking through the smoke so Sunpius can't get off the defuse, and a devastating loss. Timeout is called, though, by Vitality out of the victory. Still not pleased with how things are going.
You picked the jump at the start? Yeah, the jump or the boost.
3-round lead still. Apex and Vitality talking out just the details of how they want to play this. The jump on the boost, telling Rops to make sure he keeps his eye on Monster during the 4-1. ZywOo trying to exploit it. Timing's not there, so happy to give up the angle. That's the opening gambit that gets Vitality nothing. And Nerds hears the sound cue of the Molotov ticking.
Nerds swinging and taking away Mezzy. And he'll block out Connector with the smoke grenade and come away with the advantage, untraded by Vitality. No opportunity to do so for now.
Yeah, sick piece of flashbang from Hunter as well. Just blinds ZywOo deep as well, so there's no chance for him to protect his teammate. ZywOo's the sportive element, but taken out of the fight just for the moment. Apex starting to step forward into bathrooms. There's lone player challenging towards this A bomb site at the moment. Just happy to clear out that kind of front half and make sure nobody's aggressive from the G2 side. And they will try and finish over at the B bomb site. They're running the clock down very, very low. 32 seconds. They're just about to cross. Great kill from Rops. And now we start moving in. Heavy God's here on the defense. Nerds has arrived. And Hunter's on his way.
Oh, well, Hunter blinded for the time being, had to drop back in just that second allows Rops to get the advantage on him, the swoop on him, and then they swoop in on Heavy God as well, and they've now taken the site. So bomb gets planted, Vitality in a 4v2, and this round, once upon a time, was looking good for G2.
Yeah, well, what are you supposed to do when Rops hits shots like that? Like, those two kills are insane that he hits in this round. Nerds is stuck, he's gonna go down, he's gonna lose this AK-47, Apex finds him. So the op will be saved, but Vitality starting to claw themselves back. A 1-5 deficit at one point, now 2 in a row.
And we know how strong the CT sides can be. We've seen it. So, a few T rounds here and there definitely help. Up to 3 now. This is the initial fight. Being picked up, and then I'll watch Rops' kills he picks up here. It's like first on Matters is great, and yeah, just the adjustment onto Hunter.
You know, unlike Mirage though, this is one of those maps where, you know, there's, you know, no excuse. This is 100% win rate for Vitality, so it's not the same kind of like thing of Mirage of like we're awesome on the CT side, we really struggle on T side. You actually kick ass on both sides of the map, so there's no excuse. G2, obviously going to be a tough map for them to win and take, but they're challenging the best on one of their best maps. At the moment, nursing this lead, this 2-round lead that they've got, and nursing a weakened and diminished economy as Vitality has strung 2 together. Op in the hands of Sunpius still, that was saved previously. Nerds has picked up an M4. And then the money starts getting really sketchy across the board. Hunter with 4K, Heavy God 1,700, Mattis 2,100. Not a lot of funds to fight here going into round 9. So they'll be content with the few weapons and resources they've brought forward and look to next round to flesh out the buy with everyone else having rifles. Sunpius op is going to get boosted over towards the B bomb site. Looking for Rops.
Yeah, Sunpius Elise making it sing for the opening, realizing he's the player that has to do everything here, and unfortunately that opening kill is very short-lived because you get that follow-up push from Hunter that just walks right into the waiting arms of Vitality, and the kill comes through. 4v4.
Well, now it gets hard too, because like the opening kill that you get with Sunpias is a nice boost, but that's you kind of dictating it. You know they're going to take short sewers. You know Rops is going to come from that choke point, boosting up to punish that. But now that you don't really have anything set up and have any information, have any resources to set you up, it's all just going to be Sunpias going and trying finding fights.
There's Happy Gods, 5-7, and then we got Sunpias and ZywOo blow for blow, tit for tat. Now a 2v2. Sunpias, good shot from inside of the site. Now he's got eyes on short, and it's ZywOo stepping up to try and clutch him. His shot from the upper of G2, and will that cost him? No, because the pistol comes out, and Sunpias wins it against ZywOo.
Yeah, I can't believe I doubted him even for a moment there. Sunpias is having himself a day. Quad kill in this round, but that'll be one I think Vitality points out and goes over in tape and says, we can do this one better. Lovely work, though, from G2. 4-on-4, you brought 2 guns into this round, an AWP and an M4.
And as Sunpias, he knew he had everything to do. He gets the opening kill, then he's holding on his own, and then he misses the shot. You think, oh, is that it? Is he going to get punished? And he doesn't. Ooh. Oh, he's close that time.
I want to see it. I'm hungry for it now. ZywOo once again going for this shot on the jump for information. 2 rounds now we've seen him set up with this angle, and in both of those rounds, no one's given him the look he's wanted.
Sunpias to take away Flames. A 4v4 with low HP on Apex. Doesn't feel good right now if you're Vitality. But maybe Mezzy can make this feel a little better. Sunpias is close by.
It's timing for Sunpias. Is how often are you checking things? Where do you want to shift off to? It's Hunter spotting out towards long for him. Sunpias starts moving for a wider angle. Mezzy waiting right on the other side of Divider. Hasn't made his move just yet. Vitality all across the map. Standing passive, looking for a push that's not coming.
Walking towards ZywOo now, yeah. Here they come, through short. Unable to get the kill as ZywOo. Rob's gonna move in. Here's the steps going back. 35 seconds left. Now they peek towards Sunpias. They're running him down, closing the space. ZywOo's made the rotation up, and Sunpias hung around. He stayed with that angle, and so it punishes. And now we've got Mezzy moving up towards truck. Hunter is gone, and the smoke will drop towards stairs. The bomb plant is in. Vitality have found a way.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, I gotta say that Sunpias kind of trying to do a little bit too much. Taking the shot, missing, and not just backing away, but stepping back into the fight, trying to shave off one more player. The overextension when you're the solo defender at that bomb site, it just makes it impossible to shift over and pick up the pieces. So Vitality punching back. 4th round now. And we head into the final 2 rounds of this opening half. This one has been a fight right out of the gate. Mirage kind of took a little bit of time to warm up, to heat up, and for G2 to snap in, but here it's just been close affair the whole way through. Heavy God leading the way, tied with Sunpias for G2. They've both got 9 kills. It's ZywOo and Mezzy at the top of the scoreboard for Vitality with 9 and 8 respectively. And 3 of the last 4 rounds played now in the favor of Vitality's attack. Whoa, what was that voice?
It was good. It sounded cool. Last 2 rounds of this half. And to see which direction it's really going to go in. So, money on the line. All to play for here in the first half of Overpass. You're just tuning in and wondering the context of today's game. The winner goes to the semifinals, the loser to the quarterfinals. Vitality 1 map up. Spread out on the default this time.
A lot of room for Nerds to be an aggressor as well. Flames has control of front bathrooms. Apex going to join up with him. And Sunpias has done a good job of grabbing 1 or 2 of these kills in these situations. There's the first and the second.
Okay, yep. Sunpias confident, re-peeking in, grabbing the second kill, and still holding that very same line even now. So it could be a third kill for Sampais. About to come on up.
And you haven't even gotten the information on the M4 that would, you know, in theory be protecting him. Someone paired up with him, a second player at this A bomb site. Have no idea where he's waiting for you. Missed shot from Sampais.
Oh, and the rifle's found too. And once again, Vitality have found a way back into the round. 35 seconds left. ZywOo coming through. And even when Vitality look down and out and around, they keep finding the response to stay in it. And we've got Heavy God and Mattis trying to come up and change this back. Here goes Mattis marching forward. And he's taken away by Mezzi, who turns and gets both. How have Vitality done it again?
That's the most dominant 3 versus 5 I've seen in a long time. Like 3 versus 5, once contact hits and the first kill comes out, the missed shot from Sampais is brutal considering the way this began. But Jesus, Vitality in a 3v5 was just like, yep, we just win. We just actually win.
Yeah.
The clear from Rops is great. The Mezzi shots are great. This one, Hunter's just trying to recover the situation. But these shots from Mezzi are just beastly.
Nice! If you're Sampais, you're sitting there, you kill from 0 to 0, you get the first 2, you miss a crucial shot, it all unravels from that point.
And final round of the half, you're fighting with Deagles. They've run out of gas here at the end of the half. MP9 on Sampais.
Heartbreaking here for G2. 6 T rounds is going to be great for Vitality if they're able to convert this.
Once again, spread on a default, essentially in a straight line across the map, just looking for any pushes. Apex and Rops outside the B-bomb site. Flames and ZywOo currently at Fountain and Playground, excuse me, and Mezzi just watching for the pushes over towards Blue Door and down the stairs. Now they start stepping forward to take some map control. They can start reconvening. Bomb is going to be brought by Apex over towards Rops' position. Monster just gets smoked out. And by the time Vitality arrive, that'll fade. Heavy God's got another one in his back pocket. But most of the forces look like they'll be coming through sandbags.
Look at this, look how much space they've got. Getting close, now they go. Flames runs in, first kill's good, second's even better. And now we have Nerds swinging in with a 5-7, at least getting 1. But Mezzi and ZywOo double that. So we now have Sampais left. Nothing he could do. Oh, it'll be 6 T rounds here for Team Vitality. A slow start on Overpass, a little shaky. You know, they had that hero AK round from ZywOo. We thought that might be the point where they dominate from the beginning. But a strong enough half from Sampais and 6 rounds on the CT side. I think G2 will leave this feeling a little disappointed, Jason.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is also, remember, one of the strengths of Vitality. They got 4 players who can take over a game at any one point. We saw a lot of that here on Overpass. 6-6, we're all tied up. Vitality looking to make it to the semifinals in just 2 maps. We'll be right back.
Counter-Strike finally came back to London.
Let's go back to check Ivy. Okay, Hunter's still in a strong position, has his cross to the site. Does lose his teammate in the meantime, but they line up, and Hunter redeems 3.
Worried that they're kind of tunnel visioned on breaking through this A-hold. Okay, that's gonna help. Dude, that's a huge kill. Like, Ultimate, he's not exactly topping the charts. He's not up there alongside Nerds, but that's the 2 top performers, both felled by this Deagle.
2v5 back for Twist and Nav.
Oh, up close in the smoke, Mattis Deagle continues, and he's gonna seal the deal. Huge round from Mattis, what a 4K.
Heavy God awaiting some kind of an action down ramp. He gets what he was looking for, and he takes minimal damage in return. He doubles back to sight. As they're trying to chase down Shiro, he strikes. But Shiro, that is crazy. Looking to emerge around the side of the smoke as Donk was still a couple steps back. And Donk doesn't get the Heavy God kill right away. In fact, Heavy God takes his head off. Man advantage in a clutch.
They're going to double swing the other way.
He makes loud steps. They know they slide right out, and this streak of rounds keeps going.
But look at this Cat presence coming out of phase. They are tiptoeing closer to an unexpected gunfight for G2. G2 fully focused here on doors. If Frozen draws their attention, the Cat swing comes over top. And the bomb carrier's dead. Heavy God's got the trades going. 3 kills on the round.
Oh, that's excellent. Now he's low. Has to be a headshot. And it is.
again! They lock horns and Heavy God rips Rain's head off. Hunter's calling the correct move at 25 seconds. We've got an incendiary down on short side. That's going to make this problematic for
bomb has to
Furia.
go.
And then we get this activation out of Sunpius. Bombs down. Oh, man. Again, it's the multi-frag. Again, it is G2 throwing a wrench into Furia's works.
It's been amazing to be back, London. Thank you for having us. Let's enjoy this 5-map final. This pistol's gonna feel like everything.
Oh, okay, never mind. No chance at catching your breath whatsoever. It is immediately out onto the center yard. Mattis continues to tap players out of this round. Oh, quad kill. Hunter and Mulbs within this bomb site versus three of 2025's very best.
The old bones of this new lineup.
Hunter waits for the presence. Oh, it's an instant headshot. Seconds. The Kovac blood runs deep. The talent knows no bounds. But with Flamesy from the bottom of the board and a smoke on the bomb, he's gonna just try to stick this. You are denied. And G2 do what no one else could. Not Mouse, not Falcons. G2.
Well, G2 would need to channel their inner London G2 to get back into this game right now, but looking like Vitality have put themselves in a very strong position to take the win today and move through to the semifinals here in Fort Worth. 6 rounds T-side, they now switch over. Jason, it does feel like with a pistol round, they could be off to the races here.
Yeah, let's find out. I mean, pretty even game so far. Obviously, the scoreline tied 6-6, but both teams going on a 5-1 run, you know, to start the half for G2, to end the half for Vitality. And both teams have some players popping off right now. Sunpius delivering another good performance with 12 kills. Mezzi and ZywOo leading the way for Vitality. And they already have an inkling of what's coming. ZywOo's pushing down the stairs right now to start flanking towards this B bomb site.
Well, Rob's dead. Nerds has taken his own teammate out in the chaos as well. So it's a 4v4 off the back of that. At least there's some space to play with here for G2 to try and get those bomb plants. And Heavy God really taking the pressure off, assisted by Hunter. Flames and Mezzi now. Oh, Mezzi, can he get another one from Heaven if he can? And it's back on. He's been smashed down low with 9 HP.
Yeah, now it's on Flames to create the opportunity, so gonna go quiet. He wants to turn this corner without anyone being able to peek on it. Needs the kill, but the reposition from Heavy God is way too strong, and that's a pistol for G2. Yet again, both pistols here on Overpass in their favor. Vitality can't contain it, so once again, they'll start on the back foot in this half. Rops flashed in, but just a nice blind kill from Heavy God. Even the team kill isn't going to slow him down. Oh, hello.
Last heaven. Nice! Let's go. Sick, nice kill, Nikita. And the mouse.
Well, a force buy for Vitality. Able to get this win in the first half.
They converted this round in the first half and then lost the next one.
Yeah, difference was they had an AK for ZywOo in the second round, where they obviously do not have anything of that equivalent here.
Would be cool, though.
Would be, but they've lost Rops now as well. So 5v4 for G2.
Yeah.
Even more advantages on their side.
I can start working across the map, though. It's a big map, and you don't want in a round like this to come down to timing and fall prey to like a gamble stack down at the end. So got to start taking some space now and moving across the map and figuring out where players are, seeing if you can shave a defender away. Molotov in towards stairs to help clear that out. Apex steps up to Divider. He's got Flames. Actually, everyone's there. The whole team's there.
Okay. ZywOo's got a deep shot, and then Mattis and Hunter come in and eradicate any possibility of success for Vitality in this round.
Yep, Ed cleans him up. Sunpius tracks the footsteps. 8-6, 2-round lead, and the force buy is going to put Vitality back onto unarmored pistols. A weak buy here. So another chance to for G2 to just blow up the scoreboard a little bit. All right, this is like we came into this event and have G2 in that kind of category with like a Na'Vi that's like, we know you can be a really good team against the other top 10 squads, the other top 15 squads. Show us something that's going to make us believe you can contend with Vitality, not in a group stage game, but when you get into the playoffs. Show us that you can compete. G2's showing us that they have the ability. The map pool might still be a huge question, obviously. But going toe-to-toe with the best right now, and sure, it's not their best day, but next time around, G2 is going to have a different level of confidence.
Well, I'm hoping they can still pull it off in this series. I mean, win Overpass, and who knows what you might be able to do as Mattis cleaning up inside of Khan.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't mean to make that sound like they were definitely going to lose this game. It did. That might have been worded in a subpar fashion.
I mean, it's fair enough.
But you know what I mean? Like, let's just say, even hypothetically, if they do go on to lose, even in the loss, the close overtime, the comeback on Mirage, a very close, grindy Overpass game where they've kept it close this whole time. Like, the next time you step into a server with them, like, you're going to remember this game and be like, well, we know we can compete and beat these guys. They did win in London, but that was, what, a year ago-ish now?
Different team now, too. Got Nerds in there.
Yikes.
Still twitching.
Yeah, still moving. 9-6. Heavy God gets the final kill onto ZywOo. Round 16 is up next, and we'll get Vitality buying some weapons and investing here. AWP out in ZywOo for the CT side as soon as he can get it. M4s otherwise. Good amount of utility. Kit's missing. A big test for Vitality in a round where if they drop it, G2 might just be able to run away with this second map and take us to a decider.
You've had the start you were hoping for in the second half of your G2. How long can it continue for, though?
Third map would be Dust2 if we make it there. ZywOo's off.
Yeah, we see Subhighs really light up towards the bathrooms in that first half on the CT side. I mean, you're imagining the world we live in is the same for ZywOo. We're going to see him pop off as well.
And there's so many angles, so many different positions you can put so many off angles, so many places you can retreat to and still be a nuisance and still have impact.
Well, let's see if ZywOo can immediately start picking up kills with this AWP. He's got support. He's got Rops right beside him. You know, Nerds is... Well, we know Nerds is just around that divider. Rops was patiently waiting for that, but there's information. Hunter just walking on by.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what caused the sprint there, to be honest with you. So that's an easy one. Nerds is going to wait patiently, but now he feels like he's maybe held in place by the AWP, which he was. And you have no information that Rops is aggressive in bathroom, so even though the AWP has fallen back, you're still going to get beat by Rops on the lurk.
Well, let's see what Messi can do. Holding down the site. He's got Flames with him. Elevated up in the bomb site itself. Flames gets one and then peels off. There's more cover. Messi caught by a flashbang. Rops has taken Nerds down on the other side. And while Heavy God still going, ZywOo's shot rings out. But Bias, damn quick shot out towards ZywOo. That's clean on the Khalil. Just too many targets to still take down.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of a big deal, though, getting that kill onto ZywOo up top. There's no AWP in play this next turn, or this next round, excuse me. Yeah, there's not as, you can't do anything with that. So he drops the AWP up top in heaven and can't be recovered. So kind of a positive out of the loss there. Here's how it began. It seemed like Hunter was in quite a hurry. It looked like he was running towards bench to maybe line up some utility to chuck out to activate Nerds a little bit on the lurk, which could have been a fake for this B hit. Either way, none of that comes to pass. And we move on. Nerds, AK-47, stepping into Fountain. Sunpius in support with his AWP.
Off Nerds goes into the bathrooms through the smoke.
I just love watching that happen where you're just like, oh, you're just flipping a coin. Is he on the left side or the right side?
Yeah. You just have to back your reactions, your aim in that scenario. Like, oh, if he just appears on my screen, we gotta be able to win that fight. Some bias now having a look over here. We know ZywOo had that angle in the last round. He's trying to make sure he can't stand there any longer. Different setup this time, though. Break of the smoke. Rops is flirting with the idea of peeking it.
Didn't see anything. Sunpius is in a position where he's trying to punish some of this aggression when the opportunity presents itself. Now, I wonder what the mindset is, because you know you killed ZywOo up in heaven, you know the AWP wasn't able to get recovered, but would you expect them to just not have one? Or would you maybe just take the assumption that an AWP is still in play? I assume he's pretty confident his counterpart is on an M4 for taking this deep angle, dry peeking into it. There he goes, ZywOo taken down, and Rop's playing up close.
Rops gets blasted away, and then Nerds to follow through. So that's the site taken for G2, and I mean, there's no way Mezzi and Flames are getting back into this round, so we're at double figures for G2 here in Overpass.
Those kills were so sharp.
Yeah, they really were. They're sticking in this. They're staying competitive consistently through this game, not letting Vitality catch any wind, not letting them grow at all on the CT side. And they're now up to double figures, first on Overpass, which is Vitality's map pick.
Yeah, this is, and now you're in a weird situation. Money's in the hole, your G2's creeping up to a map victory, and there's not a whole lot positive to discuss quite yet on the CT side. Still pretty early on, but 4 of the first 5 rounds going to G2 in pole position to take this and bring us to Dust2 for a decider. That's not where you want the bomb to explode. That's a rough day.
Yeah, real rough day. Not recovering from that one, I don't think.
Why did they show us that angle?
You know, curiosity, Jason. What would happen if? Well, yeah, these kills were really sharp, especially that one. Yep, not happy about that. That's a unhappy word in French.
Sunpice is a beast today, man. He's playing really, really, really well for G2.
Yes, it's really nice to see that. I was reading, you know, the community consensus on that first map, and everyone's like, oh, Sunpice having a life game. Why does it only happen versus Vitality? And he really does rise to the occasion against them, I suppose. But it's great to see Sunpice when he's having a good game. He's a very fun player to watch.
Oh, it's been fun seeing like this, as I mentioned earlier, like grinding back into shape, right? Because at the end of CSGO, he's one of the best operators in the world. He's one of the most fun to watch, certainly. In that ENCE roster, he was just a monster flying around everywhere with the 8 of the UP. So I feel like we're starting to get a few flashes of that back from time to time. But more importantly, is about finding the consistency to be able to deliver impact. Gonna start scaling towards the A bomb site through bathrooms. Matt is clearing things out close. G2 taking their time, just passing the 1 minute mark left in the round.
Rops ready and deadly onto Nerds and Hunter. He goes again, flash this time in his face, and obviously unable to do much about that once his screen is completely white. 35 seconds left. G2 a player down, and got Heavy God slipping his way into the B bomb site. He's got a lot of ground here.
Yeah, well, they don't need to defend the B bomb site, Vitality. They don't care because Flames is in this position. It's like you're going to rotate back from the A bomb site. Your only option with 20 seconds is to go down the stairs. We've even cut you off there as Sunpius falls. So yeah, you can try and make your way in if you're Mattis, but you're definitely, okay, well.
You're just going to cut through Flames first with a great headshot.
You're just going to destroy somebody with a beautiful shot.
Yeah, and then you're going to smoke Heaven, and then you have the site, and you can actually go in and plant the bomb safely because you missed all the nades, and Heavy God gets the kill on Apex, and you know, it's exactly as they planned here for G2 because they are going to win this round. Mezzi's left alone with an MP9 versus 2, and yes, it looked like Flames had the checkmate position, but he did not account for Mattis's headshot. So that's a massive 3K from Mattis, and now Mezzi's trying to piece this one together, dropping down into the water. But they're doubled up at Monster. He's got no utility and really no chance. So taps the defuse. If he stuck it, maybe he won it, but he hasn't stuck it. So there's a quick reaction. He's not going to expect the second player to come from the same position, and Heavy God's not even going to peek. So Mezzi gets on the defuse, he's going to hold it, and he comes off. Heavy God's got the kill, and G2 pull through to 11. An incredible turnaround, especially from Mattis, and Xtaz is not happy as he goes for the timeout.
Oh, now it really is just like Last Chance Saloon. That felt like kind of the last chance because of the money situation, now staring at 7 to 11. This one right here, I don't think Flames needed to take the fight at that point. I think you just crouch in that corner and wait for him to jump over the railing. That feels, you know, I'm sure Flames, he knows best. Not being critical. It just felt like you wait for that kill and that's secured. Either way, an incredible turnaround even beyond that. Heavy God still chiming in. Mattis grabbing one more after the bomb plant inside the site.
Well, G2 see the opportunity to take away Overpass from Team Vitality. Now, we've seen Dust2, the streak that got ended yesterday. Are we about to see that Overpass streak ended too, Jason? It feels like it's really opening up now.
Yeah, it feels like it's on the cards, but I mean, remember, what we just witnessed this on Mirage is when it seems lost. After G2 went on a 10-run run, they still snapped into shape and won in overtime, right?
Is this the buy to do it? You've got 3 MP9s, 2 M4s, barely any utility.
On Mirage, it was an AWP, an AK, 2 Tech-9s, and a Deagle.
Wait, that's a good point. At least the AWP was in play, but now the MP9s are in play, and they've just run over the top of heavy guards, and now I've got an extra AK. So it does get immediately better here for Vitality.
Yes, it does. Nice setup as well. Get an AK in play. Now that rifle is on the board. You got a man advantage. You can be a little bit more mobile around the map, and they're in advanced positions to grab information as well. They're not going to let G2 scale across the map without knowing what's happening. Timely peek with the flashbang, and ZywOo's going to get caught trying to retreat slowly, backing off. So Rops has to back away from stairs as well. That's not a position you want to poke your head up in once your teammate has gone down. Apex needs patience here.
He's flashed, so can't really do much at all. Hunter just rounds the corner. G2 have done well. They pulled this back. 3v3 now, 40 seconds on the clock. Still enough time. But look at the Rops flank. Is he going to undo them again? He was the player that did it in regulation on Mirage. Can he get behind them again here?
This is just the factor of this map being so huge. It takes so long to clear these positions and scale up as the T side. It buys time for Rops to push all the way through the underpass up the ladder and have a great timing. Flames just needs one and then to survive.
Yeah, lost a crucial fight in the last round. Looking to make up for it. And he does survive.
Bombs
now here comes Rops. Yep, that's the bomb. 10 seconds. There's the bomb. It's down. And that might just be it. Rops reveals himself at the perfect time. And once again, Rops is their reckoning. It will be Mattis to hop onto the site, but not enough time to confirm the plant. He'll back away. He'll run off. Get the AWP for Sampayas, but an important round win for Vitality.
I think I'm calling a timeout if I'm Saul right now, just to get like a mental preparation for these last few rounds, right? I'm just saying, look, we knew this team was going to have a response. They're not easy to put away. They're always going to fight back, and not anything tactically. I think tactically G2 have had a solid approach, benefited by Vitality playing passive in a lot of rounds, so they've been able to scale pretty quickly and get up and get map control without a whole lot of contention. But now it's about just reminding the team that this is the best squad in the world, and you're going to have to go through this adversity. So calm down, don't panic. They took a round away from us, and we've given them a lifeline to get back into this. 3-round lead still to play with for G2. And the AWP is out for Sampayas. 2 AK-47s, a Galil, and Hunter yet to invest. He'll get a Galil as well with utility. Can Vitality start a comeback by stringing 2 rounds together?
Rops wrecked. Nertz straight away to an opening kill. Can he get another one here as well? ZywOo going to back off into the bathrooms.
ZywOo was thanking his lucky stars that he was actually able to escape that situation. He was in a position for a moment there that was just like, I have to fight to the death.
Yeah.
Able to get away with nobody following up a peek towards bathrooms. So this time that aggressive positioning, even more aggressive than previously, designed to be disruptive and get information, just gets negated immediately. Great shot from Nertz.
ZywOo turns away at the wrong time, and Nertz follows up.
The reverse flash clear. He flashes if they're going to be clearing the front of bathrooms. ZywOo turns his gaze. He's not blind, but he's not looking in the right way.
Super cool move that's completely bamboozled ZywOo. Okay, you've got 2 big openers. Make it 3. That's map point. Out of the Saw timeout into map point here on Overpass. G2 really challenging Vitality. They've got Dust2 in their sights. Plant is in for Hunter to secure it. What are we looking at money-wise here for Team Vitality as well? What can they even put together in the next round?
That's why you're seeing Mezzi and Flames just taking the really early opportunity to bail out and not even consider rotating over, not even considering to try and save the situation. The priority is the AK-47s, because you're right, the money is terrifyingly bad for Vitality. They're going to get a $2,400 losing bonus. I'm going to put Apex up at, going to do math, 3,700, excuse me.
Not good, not enough. Not enough to get a really solid buy here at all for Vitality.
You drop an AK over to ZywOo, right? So he can have armor, get some utility yourself. You can come in, or not an AK, M4.
Well, maybe Mezzi will give him the AK. He's that kind of guy. He's a good teammate.
All right, so let's see what they can scrape together. They have one timeout left. You imagine it's going to get popped. Although Xtaz ain't moving. So maybe letting the guys play, maybe letting Apex work with it. Good kill from Nertz. Great round from Nertz overall, finding Rops and ZywOo, both aggressive A defenders, and then Sampaius just takes advantage of Apex having to push for information, of feeling like they had to know what was coming.
And taking advantage as well of Apex's quiet performance here individually. He was actually very solid so far at this event. A couple of good maps from Apex, but there we go, almost perfect timing for that lower third to come on up. I mean, he's really, really struggling individually on this map. Rops has got the opening kill here on Hunter. He's looking for another one as well here, Rops, realizing something needs to be done. Someone needs to step up and deliver in a round like this.
There's 4 Vitality players here. They've set up a perfect draft. They've been like, keep running this default. Keep running this fountain default. We'll bring more bodies this time. You took out Rops first last time, but when we have 4 people here, what are you going to do about it?
Yep, Flames sharp shooting as well. Nert's going to be caught. It's Heavy God trying to be the pressure release here over towards B. Can he connect onto Apex? Now, yes, Apex is 2-17, but a kill in a round like this is going to...
He's going to get hard cleared after this flash.
Be worth his weight in gold, but let's see if he can get it. Flash goes up. Apex wins it on the MP9. Now the pressure's on. Apex is going to handle it. 2 kills collected. Missed shot from Sampaius. And Vitality have 5 players up. Starting to build that money back.
Did he just say, I promise you we win this game on short?
Yes, that's what he just said. That was Flame saying that.
Yeah, Flame setting up the plays. I like seeing him take that initiative, especially as you mentioned it. You have to imagine Apex having this quiet game. He just gets his kill total up to, what, 4? With those 2 kills that he gets at the B bomb site here. So you have to imagine a game like that with some of the frustrations we've seen out of Apex, with the way they've played on Mirage, with the struggles that they've had throughout this series. Maybe he himself has dropped the ball a little bit on the energy department, so Flame's trying to pick it up and provide some information and some ideas of how they can actually win this map. Trying to infuse the team with confidence, and saw once again an opportunity to let them know 3 chances. You answered the bell last time when Vitality won a round. Let's do it again. 4 rounds straight have been back and forth. G2 up next. And that would be the winning round. But all eyes shift over to Flames in whatever setup he wants to pull off at short.
G2 trying to resist, trying to keep Vitality back. Don't allow them into overtime. They've shown so much success once they get to OT, but look at this, much quicker, a different approach here from G2.
They're sending bodies to exactly where Flames wanted to. He said, we're gonna win this game on short.
Yeah, well, Flames is going short. Can he back up his claim? He's got the first kill, and the second comes in from Mezzi. It's worked out well here for Vitality on the initial fights, and then Apex has started to get some kills now. Back-to-back rounds, delivering from behind the barrels. Nertz on his classic MP7 play, switches out to the M4 at the first opportunity for an upgrade.
Wants that fight. Love seeing a target out in the open. Spots 2, Sampaius goes back for more.
Yeah, this time Mezzi connecting the headshot. And Flames was right. They have won that round towards short. Will be a 10th round here for Team Vitality. And not only that, but it gets rid of the money here for G2 as well.
Okay, well, Vitality have put them in a position that they were exactly the one in Mirage, which is you're setting yourself up to tie this up and win the game in overtime. Now, on Mirage, they only had to win 1 round to force it. It was 12-11 for G2. Now with these 3 chances to win, Vitality have a bit more of a task. But it starts out well. It's going to ease up in the next round with pistols. And then the final challenge comes. Unless Nertz has something special here in a 1v3, but he's very low on health. And without that first kill quickly, everyone's ready for the fight. Double peek. And Vitality storming back with a bit of control here at the tail end of Overpass. Down by 2, but have the advantage of economy. They're about to string 2 in a row, you'd imagine, with only USPs, or excuse me, Glocks on the board. G2 all hovering around 2,000. They can't invest anything.
All right,
in
this
round.
is down to the final round of regulation again.
Yes. It feels that way. And I think G2 is like, let's just get it over with. One flash, come through the smoke, see if someone's close up blind.
This time it's Mezzi at barrels instead of Apex. Mezzi, the top performer for Vitality right now. 19 kills, 14 deaths. He's going to have a flock of Glocks coming at him now with flashes over the top. Or flash. As he comes in. Mezzi goes behind the monster pillar. We've now got Flames getting the first 2. He does get eventually overwhelmed by the Glocks, but the rest of Vitality are here to shut it all down. It's Mezzi with the double. And Apex chiming in. So last round of regulation coming right up.
Final chance for G2 to take this. I remember the 1 map point on Mirage, 3 here on Overpass. They haven't been able to capitalize on any of them yet.
Yeah, and we just see the amount of success Vitality get when they go to overtime as well. I mean, even on Mirage, how closely contested that was up until the bonus round started, then Vitality ran away with it.
It's just a reset. It just brings the confidence back in full force, almost like just restarting the game to an extent. 12-11. Rops and ZywOo sticking with this more aggressive setup that they've ran towards the tail end of this half. The passive one was getting punished. And now so is the aggressive one. Nertz has really come online. 12 kills, not the most, but he's done a great job finding 1 or 2 kills in this Bathrooms play.
Oh, look at this. Mattis through the smoke. A big risk. Oh, it's going to pay off. He gets the first and the second. Mattis stepping up when it matters most. And he's now moved into the side. Apex, he better go huge here. And he can't connect the first. Mattis. That's his moment. That is it. Overpass will come to a close in favor of G2 unless ZywOo can 1v5 this. He switches out to the M4 and he descends down into the depths of the B bomb site. All the util landing towards him. They'll throw all their resources at making sure ZywOo cannot get even close to a clutch in this scenario. G2 withstand against Team Vitality on Overpass. They break the streak of Vitality in Overpass, and they now move to Dust2 to decide who is heading to the semifinals.
There's a frags. Highest round swing percentage on HLTV as well. Like, just been a beast, and the level of impact he's provided is crazy.
Hunter making sure he adjusts his beautiful blacklight chair. Get comfortable for this third map.
Outside of the first half of Mirage, every half of Counter-Strike has been competitive.
Yes, it has.
There's been no like crazy blowouts, nobody just disappearing.
And honestly, some great moments from both teams, all players, so let's get into it. Let's decide who is going to the semifinals, whether it's going to be G2 or Team Vitality, decided on Dust2. And it will be Vitality starting on this T side, moving into the tunnels.
Heavy, 4 players here as well. They're all gonna just play buddy system. Rops will stick around and lurk to make sure there's no aggression in the upper tunnels. Smoke is taking away information towards Catwalk. G2 not fussed about it right now. They've got Mattis playing long and they've got Sunpius playing at the rail, so nobody's close up on Catwalk to need this information at this moment.
Well, Nert's long-range engagement. He's going to take a lot of damage on board, so no longer feels confident enough to continue that fight. He'll back away, and things will settle in the 5v5 for now, but it does give Vitality some control towards short.
Yeah, smoke, flash, and a Molotov on Mezzi. I imagine that would be for Goose or Rail when they eventually turn the corner to attack into the bomb site. How exactly do they want to play this one? Spotted jumping up on the Xboxes, spotted Apex scaling towards short, so Vitality have to have an idea that they know kind of what's coming, or they have an idea for it. And Hunter's going to hit a nasty timing.
Joe Berettas from the back. They're blind. Oh, you really got to land the shots, though. And he hasn't been able to make anything of it. At least he stays alive. Nertz eventually getting his kill on Flames. Opening frag falling in favor of G2, but it's short-lived as Sunpius A victim of Mezzi.
There's confusion in the Vitality camp, though. Some fell back. ZywOo continued pushing forward, and finally they realized it was safe.
Yeah, but the time as well. But ZywOo goes ahead and makes sure Vitality feel a lot more comfortable on this side. It's 2 from ZywOo, finally dead, but Apex and Robs have the rest.
Oh, that's nasty from ZywOo. He was running out of bullets as well. 2 precise shots staring down. He really was the only one who had the courage to step forward. Everyone kind of backing away, a little bit scared of the resistance. And ZywOo just cracks it open for the team. They lost both pistol rounds on Overpass Vitality, but not going to happen on Dust2. They started out with a win, alleviate some of the pressure, and a chance for a really nice start on this T side. And Hunter's got to be frustrated.
I don't think he can believe he missed those shots when he came up on top of the Xbox. Well, trying to pull it back, trying to answer back immediately on G2. They've got the scout here for some Pius. Yesterday we've seen a lot of missed smokes. They've put the work in. They've got the smoke landing now for Team Vitality.
Oh yeah, they were.
ZywOo just couldn't get it to land at all. I couldn't get it to leave spawn.
Yeah, he was bouncing off the awning. I was mad as he goes down. Yeah, I was curious of how much it was going to be like, okay, this is a lack of focus or just a bug from an update. Saw some evidence of that on Twitter. Regardless, so far so good today for the one time they've thrown it. So into the B-bomb site, save the weapons, let Vitality have the A site, let them have a second round, all good. G2 will just move forward with 5-7, Deagle, and Scout if they're allowed to keep it. Apex already on a little bit of a hunt, spots the jump, spots a second player inside the B-bomb site. So how ruthless are Vitality feeling here in round 2? Surely you send the MAC-10 at the very least.
Unfortunately for G2, absolutely no resistance being put up in this force buy. And now Vitality are actually just sending weapons at them, hoping Flames can make some money. Carve them up with a MAC-10, flying through the sky. Flames gets 1. And at least Nertz holding on with a 5-7, doing a decent amount of damage. Gets a 3rd kill out of the Galil. So Nertz really does the best he could in that scenario.
Yeah, they made it as costly as possible, but Vitality doesn't give a damn about the money in a round like that. Happy to take all the rifles away and make sure none of those make it to round number 3. Force all the reinvestments possible, force them to dig into the economy if they want. And Nertz does want. Nertz is going to have an M4, Hero M4, and see what he can do with it. Other than that, pistols. P250, Deagle picked up.
Okay, nice clean Deagle shot for Heavy God. And when you get the first so clean like that, you have to go for the second one. It's kind of a rule.
Yeah, you get a chance.
He goes out there, but second peek does result in immediate death. But Nertz is coming forward, 5-7 behind the car. Worked out very well for him. Can he get another? No, as Mezzi just continues to shoot through the side of the boxes, preventing himself from having to walk into the waiting arms of that 5-7. And ZywOo stopping matters from making anything happen in this round, putting Hunter in a 1v3 in the lower tunnels.
That 5-7 felt really dangerous, though. I was surprised that no one from Vitality was taking an angle to prevent that scale towards car. I was surprised he was given the freedom and the space to actually make it. Another kill. This is, I mean, now, you know, they don't care about the 3 kills in the previous round, but you add 3 into this one on top of it, and an Galil, a rifle given over. Now it's really painful. Now Vitality, even in a 3-0 start, going to be on the verge of real economic issues if they lose the first gun round. So G2 doing about as good a job as possible in rounds 2 and 3 to set themselves up nicely for the bye rounds.
Hunter pushing down and towards CT, and he will be stopped by Mezzi. So 3 in a row for Team Vitality. A comfortable start to this game, but things will start changing now. You've got the Simpias AWP is going to come out.
Yeah, Nertz drops the AWP over. He drops an M4 back in return. So we do have that AWP in the field. And actually, there's money on Mezzi if ZywOo calls for an AWP on the T side as well. Not going to, they'll stick with the 5 rifles.
He's been really sharp on the rifle today.
Yeah, he has been. AK looked real clean on Overpass.
Well, let's see what Vitality can do with 5 AK-47s and 5 players towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, stylistically opening up, just playing the grouped up death ball style. Gonna really make G2 be concerned about the point of attack.
Rops taking the initial damage. He's down to 57 HP, detected towards tunnels early. Notes has looked pretty sharp to kick off Dust2, but it's just a single kill as he stands in the open. And now a Heavy God under a lot of pressure. Utility being dropped upon his head, and he can't get away. That smoke ineffective. The flames still burn him. He steps up into the open, and Mezzi drops him. Hunter trying to stop them from getting into it, but such a tough pill to swallow, but you have to. G2 going for the safe call, giving this one up, and it's 4 in a row for Vitality.
Yeah, we'll have to keep track of G2 on the minimap as this half progresses, but if you're going to keep bullying with 5 players into the B bomb site, if you're going to be playing this like kind of grouped up style to open up, G2 might be a little bit quicker on the rotation. They might have a few more details missed of watching for a lurk. Could be a couple things that, you know, take their attention away and something Vitality can exploit later on. Because there will be a switch eventually where these rounds kind of slow down, spread out, and you play the map a little bit more. But really, none of these rounds have been under too much contention. And another round where 3 players of G2 just have to concede and try and keep their guns in their hands for the next round. I don't think there's any motivation to hunt after the way the last couple went. Vitality's like, you guys are cool. Keep your weapons, it's all good.
It feels like Vitality, for the first time in a while, are very comfortable. It's a smooth start into Dust2. And the pressure is certainly on G2 to figure out a way to break this momentum they're building before it gets out of control.
Yeah, I mean, the reset between maps is a really powerful thing, and Vitality are going to be kings of that considering the amount of experience these 5 guys have together. So yeah, whatever frustrations were there on Mirage disappear after that map. Whatever frustrations on Overpass, get rid of those between maps as well. Come into Dust2, calm and collected, you got out to a 4-0 start. Doing a lot of good work to make sure all those frustrations are in the past, and now Apex can have everyone driving forward towards the victory. Got them in a good position, some money grows as they refused to hunt in the previous round. Mezzi, 7-0 to lead the way for Vitality so far here on the 3rd map. Rinse and repeat, baby. New timing. Sunpius this time is here with the AWP, though. He's outside the B bomb site. Depending on the timing of when they actually enter an attack, if they try and pop before the smoke, he might be able to snag 1. But Sunpius still firmly committed towards middle.
Here they come, out towards the site. It's gonna be Heavy God. Okay, 3 as he holds them back. And that is more like it from G2. Heavy God and Sunpius stop Vitality in their tracks.
Yeah, a bit too cheeky with that one. Heavy God just saying, all right, I'll play in this sneaky corner. I'm not gonna take the fights you want to. Sunpius was gonna be there quickly with the AWP, and Nertz was even playing in CT spawn, so he was rotating over real quickly with Sunpius as soon as that happened. I don't mind it. A little cheeky to try and go for that again, but it's worked a couple of times. Worked on the pistol. And another victory here, and you just condition G2 to just fear that B bomb site for the rest of the half, but they don't get that benefit. 4-1, they spend all their cash. Vitality. Up in the hands of ZywOo. But they've got no funds after this. Sunpius hasn't really had a whole lot of action head his way yet, so we haven't been able to see on Dust2 if that AWP is going to be having the same impact it did on Overpass and Mirage. It's flashed off the angle this time, but Vitality is setting up to split this A bomb site, and Mattis goes down. So now G2 controls neither long nor short, which puts so much pressure on Sunpius to deliver.
That smoke break.
Oh, timing of that. Timing of that.
Apex just got away before being fully detected. And so just peeks on up, catches some pikes. He's run out of bullets here, Apex, though, trying to use the cover while the rest of his teammates move up through short. Now, Apex has acted as a distraction, but can Heavy God get anything? And the answer to that is no, as ZywOo comes forward. A second from ZywOo, but Nerds keeping his team in it. It's a 1v1 against Rops.
And the bomb's down. Rops is going to have to go back to get it. A little bit nervous with that flashbang coming out, so a stutter step and a gap in the smoke. And will be picked up. Nerds going to be coming through CT.
Yeah, it's given a lot of time because of that bomb for Nerds to get towards CT. Not only get into the position, but look how deep he's got towards this reposition.
Yeah, but Rops is one of the best clutchers we got in the game.
Yeah, he'll have that ticking over in his mind as a possibility, I'm sure. Playing back from Goose, I'm sure he's even considering the long play from Nerds. Rops has put himself in a position where he can fight anything coming at him. This is going to be tough for Nerds to put this one together, but timing. Will Rops be looking the right way? It doesn't matter when a headshot like that comes in. Nerds sits him on his ass and gives a second round here to G2.
Jesus, Rops had no chance in that once Nerds comes around the corner. That is a filthy fast shot. I thought for sure Apex has just like won the round at that point. Control the pit. I mean, G2, the way they're able to come out on top of this, despite this defense literally crumbling, they were in like 3 different decisions, 3 different ideas, 3 different minds, falling back, pressuring long, where do we want to play? And they still somehow managed to come out on top. What a big save from Nerds. And that takes all the money away from Vitality.
Right. It's down to Deagles, a scout here for Apex.
It's a 2-for-1 special.
Scoreline most likely going to read 4-3. Vitality still in the lead, but G2 closing this gap very quickly.
Oh God.
God, no.
I think that must have been miscommunication between Hunter and Nerds. Oh no, not like this, boys.
That is gonna kick them so hard in their own teeth.
I mean, it looks so silly, which is why it has to be a miscom. Because you're not playing that position with just nade in hand so confidently to nade lower unless you think you have a teammate giving you intel and tracking things, right? Like tracking
and if
the
you are,
play.
it's kind of like a brain fart almost, if that is the case, which would be strange to see Hunter make that kind of mistake. So yeah, absolutely. Well, either way, it's going to be very frustrating, no matter what caused it. Because G2 now find themselves in a 3v5 up against weak guns of Vitality. You've done the hard part. You put them down to the reset.
They could recover this round. They still can. I think the problem is Vitality's playing it so well. Like, you'll notice they get those kills and they haven't moved a muscle. They're still just like, you know, again, you guys have to have a reaction. You have to try and find a way, find out where we're going so you can stack, peek, and get a cheeky kill. And now they just disappear on the map with this silence. Matt is desperately hunting to find something. He might just walk into his death. Spotted Apex up on short, who comes back to take the shot. It's going to be on Sunpius.
Oh, he'll peek out towards short. He'll go again. This time a missed shot. Keeps his head down. He's worried about long, and for good reason. There is a threat there, but Rops has used the rifle to devastating effect on Sunpius. Mezzi arriving out long. Body shot finished off by Rops, and they're into the site. That is a nightmarish round for G2. A mistake at the beginning of it just completely unravels the entire round effort.
It's so painful.
Such a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and it's so painful losing the players in the middle of the map as well. It forces so much movement. It takes away so many options of how you can play the map. Okay, that's mean. That's just overkill. Once again, Apex and Vitality hitting that mood of we're gonna be on top of every single detail, and we're not gonna take anything off. No mercy for G2 as the final weapon is ripped out of their hands. Three-round lead, and surely a round win that must just crush the morale of G2. They've got money. And even after this buy, they've got 2,100 on Sunpius, 2,200 on Nerds. They got cash in the bank. And a 3-round losing bonus would give them 2,900 after this round ends, if they go on to lose.
That sounds great, but you're 6-2 down at that point. There's a jump up from Flames. Hunter, at least with a quick response.
Look at the emphasis on the middle of the map. 2 short, 2 close double doors, including the Opera who peeks into ZywOo.
Yeah, so ZywOo quick to the kill. Numbers even still, a minute, 5 seconds left, and you know Hunter is still around short. Definitely know now, but ZywOo has found a piece of sanctuary inside a middle and can move past the Flames, so it's Gonna join up with his teammates inside of the B tunnels.
Yeah, Rops is taking his time making this play. It looked like he was going to peek out and go find his 1v1. But at the moment, what's a little bit scary about this is obviously the long push is about as far away as you can get from Heavy God. So Heavy God's going to be all on his own. The longer Vitality take, the closer Hunter will get, but he's still miles apart. And you just contact at this point.
Oh, here they come. Towards the heaviest of all guys holding this B site. Let's see if he can win it. Rops about to go into the rifle, and he's up first, and Heavy God, no problem on the first, the second. And although ZywOo's too much to handle, he'll move in. But now ZywOo required to clutch.
He's got a full set of utility as well. Smoke, Molotov, and 2 flashes.
Look how quick Hunter's moving through the tunnels.
Yes, indeed.
He's already out. ZywOo's not ready for that. And so Hunter's quick decision to make the play through the tunnels has paid off.
Yeah, also give some credit to Heavy God, right? That play has no business having any impact if Heavy God's not giving you a double kill there. Slows things down, thins out the herd, takes away anyone who'd be able to watch the flank. Really, really nicely done from Heavy God. 5-3.
Here we go. This is the Heavy God pulled in 2, and ZywOo, you think he's gonna, we haven't seen a big ZywOo clutch like that yet, and Hunter making sure there was no chance to even get going.
Yeah, it's lovely. We saw him actually in the, what was it, Mirage? He kind of missed a few shots in a situation like that. ZywOo was able to turn and shut him down. So this time he's like, nope, not again.
Not happening.
I've got it here. Round 9. We've got the op out in Sunpaya. Same with ZywOo. 3-player opening towards the B bomb site for Vitality. Flames, Rops, and ZywOo. They open up rounds like this quite frequently, and if the smoke doesn't get put in place, they try and challenge. They try and find a fight. And it's just always when that smoke pops, ZywOo just backs away.
Pious, missed shot. Takes damage too, but able to get away.
Forced off the angle. Apex is going to be pleased about that one. Nerds and Heavy God, they got so much punishment early on. They haven't really executed a whole lot of aggression. They're going to try it here. But it's Rops, and he's been spotted. The jiggle went a little bit too far. They're prepared for the fight. And now Vitality lose a critical piece of the map.
Rops making a mistake. Doesn't happen that often. And now we've got some Pious over towards the ramp. 45 seconds left on the clock here. Vitality trying to get past the Spanish sniper. They'll do so with a flashbang, but he's still standing. Flash after flash, though, blinded by the lights right now. And some Pious goes on up. He's run out of bullets, though. ZywOo on the hunt forward. It's going to be Flames who gets that kill. Apex on the follow-up. Flames just wraps around the back of Hunter and then deals with Madison Long. Spectacular coming out of Flames, and leaves Nerds in middle with a 1v3 ahead of him that he's just backing away from. So Vitality have found success. They break through into the A site. 6-3 lead on the T side of Dust2 now.
I thought they were in for a nightmare. Without like nades, without Molotovs to flush Sunpias out of the position, the constant repeaks. He dropped the bomb on the ZywOo kill as well. Looked like he was going to mount a pretty damn good defense. But man, when it turns in Vitality's favor, does it ever? 2 players trying to retake this bomb site, trying to get involved in the action, are just stuck on the ramp. And you're just sitting ducks for Flames inside the bomb site. They're still in contention, G2, but just having trouble build any momentum. Three of the last 5 in G2's favor, but now you start getting into the financial issues. And a timeout is called by SAW to talk things over. They're going to have to manage their economy and their buy here. Not going to have the AWP that they've been so used to controlling and so used to having on the map. No money for it on anyone on the G2 side of things. And if you want to risk a buy here, what is it? Nerds 3,700. He's got an AK. He can drop a weapon over. Pious 31, Hunter 3,500, Mattis 3,100. Like if you want to buy here, you're going to empty the coffers, right? And then all of a sudden you're sitting at, if you lose that, the half is just firmly in control of Vitality. This is a very big swing round if G2 invests, if they shove all in. And they won't. Settle back to just pistols upgraded with utility. Much more reasonable investment to be able to get the op out along with the full buy in the next round. But it does give Vitality a great opportunity to secure a lead going into halftime.
Sounded like Nerds was calling his own play there as well. Calling the smoke play, but not going to be pushing through the doors into the lower tunnels. He'll drift back over towards B. We'll sit there with Heavy God. Miss Smoke. Fell off the ledge.
Well, look, one miss smoke is still the improvement over like the 7 in the foot game, you know?
And in a round like this, it'll probably be the least punishing round to have it happening.
That's all you can ask for, really, is just get a little bit better. Each and every time. Flame's going to be up. Again, back to the death ball style that we saw to open the half out of Vitality with those repeated hits towards the B bomb site. This time, it's just going to be streaming off short.
Yeah, no weapons really to shut this down, so should be overwhelming.
Any kind of utility inside the bomb site is devastating.
Well, there goes a Molotov. 2 of them, one of them to the bomb site, and into the open they go. 5-7 actually gets away with one. The smoke is covering them for the time being, but eventually Flames gets that kill. And the rifles of Vitality come trampling over the defenses. You've got Senpais trying to back off, but stayed alive. Just unfortunately, the rotation and the reinforcements are all being picked off. And Vitality, yes, they lose 2 players. They lose quite a bit of health here on Flames, but regardless, the round will fall in favor of Vitality, up to 7-3.
Up to 7-3 and looking good. Next buy round for G2 to keep things close. We mentioned coming into this, the only half that was really a blowout was the opening half of the series on Mirage. And that game ended in overtime. Everything since then has been very competitive between these 2 squads. I guess both halves of Mirage were kind of a blowout. Didn't feel that way at the time, though.
That's true. It was, it was back and forth, but it was very back and very forth. You know, there's just huge streaks going on for both teams. And then overtime, Vitality took control of it.
All right, well, this round is everything for G2. AWP is out in the hands of Senpais. M4s across the board. Full sets of utility. All right, Apex going to fake a default, sending someone lower. Had some instruction for Flames out towards long.
ZywOo picking up information on the cross. Hunter's moved up to this aggressive catwalk presence that he's shown a couple of times in this half. Grenade goes into lower, catches a bit of ROPS. Isn't going to affect him too badly here at all. In the meantime, Mattis needs to ready himself. It's at a quieter map here. Mattis was the player with a big moment, but kind of in transition of multiple different ideas there. Couldn't find himself a good position at all. Messi's going to punish that indecision and then move on. And because this mistake is costing G2 everything at the moment, there they are, falling apart. Messi tapping into the site. Heavy God so far removed from the rest of his teammates. They know where he is as well, thanks to that kill on ROPS. No element of surprise. Cyber goes back and will adjust. And it is going to be 8 rounds now for Team Vitality. Apex is happy with what he's seeing. And they're moving into the last round of this half with a real shot at taking a 9-3 lead.
Yeah, I mean, Vitality at this point is just working them tactically. They've shown so many different philosophies and looks. You had the grouped up style towards the B-bomb side, 1 hit towards catwalk. You've had the executes off catwalk. Now you're just having a lot of contact plays, walking into B lane, walking out long with no indication it's coming. You could see Mattis trying to select a position.
Yes.
And just not even prepared for that timing whatsoever.
Sure, it was the worst feeling, realizing that, oh, they're here now, and I'm not in a good spot to really do anything about it.
There's no consistent trend from Vitality that, as a defender, you can latch onto or to understand what the map is looking like.
And you see very, very emotional there. Mattis, like, frustrated immediately in the comms after getting caught in mid. 2 back-to-back, extremely frustrating rounds for Mattis individually. Throw that in with, in fact, he's 3 and 10, and they're going to have to really make the most of that reset in the halftime break here just to try and cool down a little bit. There's Mezzi taking Hunter. Nerts around the corner. Going into the open. And, of course, Mezzi gets away with that one as well.
Yeah, he does. Now you can just exploit these pushes. ZywOo missed the timing on that from Senpais. So now when AWP in Senpais' hands, he can actually do something with this. Got to be aggressive at long. Got to basically think, I need to win this round.
Yeah, worried about a second player coming out long, thinking ZywOo might not be alone, but He would be wrong. He's trying to deal with this, but a flash comes in, and even the AWP can't do anything in Sampaias' hands. Just Heavy God left. And we've had a competitive series all day long, but Vitality in full control right now on map number 3. 9-3, and the semifinals in Fort Worth await.
Linus springs his trap, but he's left as the last man standing.
That was brutal for FaZe. I can't believe they get out so cleanly. It didn't... Yeah. Someone call an ambulance.
Apex, they've been yelling at you the whole game, calling you names. What do you want to say to them?
That's all you can say. Fuck you, Apex.
Look at this man. Yep. He's enjoying himself.
Oh my god, he's playing the guitar.
What does this man not do?
Man.
You think to yourself, what the?
Is it a bat? Is it a plane?
No, it's an eagle.
No.
It is actually a falcon.
Should be a dead man, and it is. Zaru secures it. A triple kill out of Monsieur Elbow, and now we've never had a trumpet. Outstanding.
Barreling down from Banana and getting this double kill out of the gate.
Yeah, it feels like this is where the Rovers beat the road a little bit.
We've been looking for evidence that there's any team here at Blast Rivals in Fort Worth who can contend and compete and challenge Vitality, and we're getting some of that proof right now. We might have found a contender. G2 has played a tough, close series in the first 2 maps. Now they stare down yet again another hole. 3-9 they're buried under going into the second half, but they had the comeback on Mirage, and it's time to dig deep and bring that back.
Yeah, you think back to the Mirage comeback, and it does give you a little hope, a little belief, and optimism around this G2 team. But the thing that worries me is the fact that they've now got to do it on the T side, right? They've got to come back on the T side. All those comebacks for CT side. So let's see how it goes. I feel like we got to give them a shot just with how they've always exceeded expectations today. But it does feel like Vitality have done enough at the moment to get this one over the line.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really quick flank. If contact is made at the B halls towards Mezzi at the back of the platform, this flank is going to come with some fierceness to it. Hunter's here with the bomb. Sampaias up on top of the boxes, not committed to anything just yet. Zaiwu and Rops to be playing in lower. There's the swing, there's the double.
Yeah, Zaiwu's so fast on those triggers when it comes to the dual Berettas. Melts 2 opponents right in front of him. There's a third for good measure. Mattis, he knows where you are. He's coming for you as well. Zaiwu, the boogeyman, living in the nightmare of his opponents right now. As Rops will deny the ace opportunity, but Vitality have the pistol round. It's 10-3. And that is one giant step towards semifinals here in Fort Worth.
Yeah, so who wants to get back to the hotel? He's had enough of this. It's been way too close for his liking. This is sick. Good double kill with the dualies. Precise shooting here. Another one. And again, the confidence and just the aggressiveness to step forward, hold the angle, and shut him down before there's any chance he can get involved. 10-3. It gets even worse. Both pistol rounds the way of Vitality here on the third and deciding map.
Heavy guard, has he got it? Off it goes. Boom. Heavy guard nails it.
Always knew I could rely on him. You know, just seems like a reliable fella.
Yes, a reliable guy. But G2 coming into this run, Tech 9s, Deagle. It's going to be spread out at the moment. See what they can do with them. That bomb site defense is going to be pretty tough to get through.
It's going to finish at the B bomb site. The question is, what do Hunter and Nerds do? Is this going to be like them coming out mid and being a distraction, try to mid to B split? The answer is no, as Nerds joins up into the upper tunnel. So it's going to be Hunter chucking out mid to B utility and probably turning into a lurk. One player just running out and making footsteps isn't going to sell any kind of a fake.
Dust was highlighting yesterday how Vitality's mid to B defense is just so solid, almost unbreakable at times. Well, here comes the B hit. You've got utility about to be set up here for G2 to try and get into this site against Rops and Mezzi. Apex is going to play over towards CT spawn. Rops, will he go unchecked? Yes, he will. And so, because of that, it's 2 kills for Rops. Mezzi uses the distraction well. Apex has died in middle, but that's it. That's all you've got is a 9 HP Hunter in mid. 4 players up for Team Vitality, 11-3 on the scoreboard, and no money going into the next round for G2. So it's going to be series point for Team Vitality off the back of that.
Apex getting just so loud as he's looking to close this game. He can feel the team building up to critical mass. Rops, this is nice and easy. Nobody clears it. Everyone's looking towards car. Everyone's looking to the right. Not enough resources to burn him out of position.
Guys! Let's go!
And Vitality marching towards that victory. It's been a very, very tough, grueling series for them. A lot of frustration in it as well they've had to overcome.
A very tough, grueling group stage, Jason.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
They play for a team who's playing with their coach as a stand-in, and they lose a map. They get pushed to the brink on map 3-13-11. It was crazy to see Vitality struggle so much across this entire group stage. More understandable against G2, but lots to learn. I think it's a positive sign seeing how competitive G2 made this on the first 2 maps, but you know, you were mentioning the map pool issue. Will they be able to deal with Vitality down the stretch when they go deep into the series? And so far, failing to meet the level of Vitality in map 3. Stepping into the open, dying at the hand of ZywOo range.
Third map, ZywOo, 16-9.
Yeah.
Leading for the team, Mezzi at 14 kills.
Every nade just landing where it needs to go. Apex finishing off Nerds with a FAMAS as well.
Yeah, not really a plan here, right? It's kind of like move around with the Deagle, see if you can get a clean look, see if you can give us a 1-Deag to open up something, but nothing to really set up any of those shots or those fights, so it's all just kind of falling apart slowly, one by one. Good shot from Senpaius, and that's one of the B defenders. Mezzi's down, so they might try and pick up the pace and exploit Rops being alone.
5 seconds, ZywOo's picked up Hunter. Rops, no issue. That was a very clean headshot on Senpaius walking out into the open. And then the second cleanup as well on Heavy Guard. 12-3, series point for Team Vitality. 1 round away from the semifinals here at Blast Rivals Fort Worth.
Yeah, 9 chances to get it as well. I don't think they're going to need nearly anywhere close to all of those. And what does G2 have in this potentially final round of theirs? ADVP in the hands of Senpaius. 4 AK-47s. It's got to be perfect Counter-Strike. Not only mistake-free, but it just has to be awesome the whole way through. Has to be perfect. All 5 players towards the B bomb site. Rops is going to be there on his own. ZywOo close by.
Well, Rops cleaning up Mattis. The last charge of G2 into the B bomb site. It'll be a quarterfinal showing for G2. But the Dickies Arena here in Fort Worth, Texas will open the doors for Vitality into a top 4 finish at least. No surprises here. They've come into the event as the heavy favorites. The question was, would anybody be able to even get to a level to make a competitive series happen? I think the first two maps have definitely shown G2 have it in them, but right now, a lot more growth needed to see them out down the stretch.
Well, remember as well, Nerds is still very, very new in this team. And that's why I wanted to see this as kind of like a litmus test, a barometer of where they're at. Because they got some time heading before they head to the major to improve his position and his feel within the team and improve his understanding of the playbook within the team, get him more comfortable and more involved. And I think there's another level for G2 that I'm hoping we get to see at the major itself.
Well, Apex is moving through the tunnels at the moment. He's just going to miss the timing as they go past lower. Zyru's going to check it. Quick shot. Apex closes. And Team Vitality go into the semifinals. Apex stands up relief because this was a group stage that wasn't easy for Team Vitality. They struggled through both of the series, but eventually they get the result they were looking for. Texas has been good to Team Vitality. We'll see if it's the same story in the playoffs this weekend.